Yeah, hello.
Yay. Yeah.
Turn my volume up. What to turn my volume up on my phone? I couldn't hear you, Misty.
Oh, you can't. Oh, I probably had my microphone off. Did everybody know that I'm on now?
Yeah.
Okay. What did we need to start another stream so somebody else could come up if they wanted to?
Yeah, Kim.
Oh, okay. Or anybody.
Yeah. Yeah, anybody.
Well, hopefully we didn't lose anybody by starting another stream.
No, we're not. We're not. Shouldn't be.
No, I'll let y'all have at it once we get everybody at it, but I don't see anybody here right now.
Let
Love
me
you,
come in.
sweetie.
Patience is a virtue.
It's supposed to be a beautiful day here tomorrow.
Yeah.
70 sunshine.
Yeah.
So I'm glad about it. Hey there, Marcel. Haven't talked to you in a while. Hope you're doing good. We're just having a little chat tonight. Anybody's welcome. And I really hope you guys are doing good. One virtuous woman said hello to you now.
Hello, everyone, virtuous woman. Nice to meet you.
You remember her? That's Brother Rail's wife.
Yeah, I remember
Hey, Brian, dear friend.
her.
What? He caught a bass today. Wow, way to start off the year, Brian. Good job. I bet that was satisfying. Feel free to come up and hang out and chat if you want to.
Yeah.
Um, that's great. Was it a big one or?
Yeah. Big what? Oh, yeah, you're talking to Marcel. Is it Marcel?
Yeah, Brian said he caught a bass today. First one of the year. He loves to fish. So do I. You
Oh,
like to fish now?
I've never done it before.
Wow. You got to have a lot of patience to fish, but it's
Yeah.
very relaxing, I think.
Mm.
Well, I
I,
don't
wonder-
see anybody
I don't know about
coming
you.
on.
I feel like God's working in us too. I know we're not perfect, but I feel like God works in us too. You know what I mean?
Yes.
We might not be perfect, but
Yeah, I mean, you know, one thing I've noticed that I think you can tell the Lord's working in your heart is if you're becoming
yeah,
kinder to people and
yeah,
caring and gentle and
yeah.
um, a love for people, because I think, well, I feel like he's changed. I'm more sensitive to how I treat people.
Yeah.
That's what's changed about me because for the longest time, I was just all about myself, and I didn't really care if I hurt anybody's feelings or if I did them wrong or if I lied or if I talked about them or if I
Yeah.
cussed them out. I mean, it just didn't bother me. And
I,
those kind of things really bother me now.
you are true, Misty. We are supposed to have charity. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Love.
Yes.
And
That's how I think the Bible says how we distinguish between God's children, who is
yeah,
God's children and who's not, is by their love for one another,
yeah.
right? So, okay,
This is
Brendan, come on up.
this is my nana's favourite. It's Corinthians 13. It's like, though I speak with the tongues of men and of angels and have not charity. I think charity means love, doesn't it? I'm become as sounding brass or a tinkling cymbal. And though I have the gift of prophecy and understand all mysteries and all knowledge, and though I have all faith so that I could remove mountains and have not charity, I am nothing. And though I bestow all my goods to feed the poor, and though I give my body to be burned, and have not charity, it profiteth me nothing. Charity suffers long, and is kind. Charity envies not, means it's not jealous. Charity vaunts not itself, so it doesn't talk for itself. What does vaunts mean again? Vaunts, Misty?
What is what, honey?
When it says charity vaunts not itself, what does that mean?
Charity what?
Charity vaunts not itself. What does that mean? Vaunt.
Vaunt?
Yeah.
I don't know. Spell it for me.
Vaunts. Vaunts.
I've never heard it put that way, but give me just a sec. I was going to say hello to Karen. Hope you're um feeling good and doing well, Karen. So glad if you so feel like it, make yourself at home and relax. And I hope that, we're just kind of hanging out and just hope that anybody might be um, encouraged or, you know, just do good unto people by our conversation. So, welcome to anybody. Hey, Jen came over. So, the link's there if anybody wanted to come up. Natalie and them asked me to start the stream so other people could come up because Richard had done gone to bed and nobody else could come up. So that's why I started it for them. Hey, Shannon.
So the host. Yeah.
I'm sorry, Natalie. Now, vaunts. Maybe somebody would know what that means in the chat, but what's another way of saying it? Do you know?
Let's look at the easy version.
Something.
I've got
Okay,
a
Jen.
ESV right.
Okay. Welcome.
I'm
Robin's
back.
here.
Sorry, I had to
You're
do
back.
Oh, Robin. Robin.
Maybe
What does
Robin will know.
yes, it's smart. What does the I'm gonna explain I'm reading chapter 13 and it says, though I speak with the tongues of men and of angels and not have charity. Charity means love, doesn't it? What does
Yeah,
charity
the
mean?
two are the same thing. I fought with myself over that for many years.
I
There's
become
no
as a
point. Love and charity are the same thing. Kindness. Charity is like, love because when you're kind to other people, then it's love. Yeah, so
yeah, or
I
a
like it
tinkling.
both ways, but I like to make fun of it too.
Yeah. You've got a nice reading voice. Would you like to read Corinthians chap 1 Corinthians chapter 13? Because you've got a beautiful voice when you read, Robin.
Mm, I don't have my Bible with me right now. Believe
And
it
you
or not.
separate the
I
words
don't even
quite
have.
clever. It's
I
quite
like the reading the ones that I read. Like if I've read it a lot, and then when I mean a lot, I mean like it has to be a lot before I read it out loud. Because I
yeah.
don't like reading at all out loud. I never have. I'm trying to get over that. I am getting over it. I have. I just keep reading everything that I see. It helps a lot.
Oh, Kim needs your link, I think.
I've
Let
never
me have
been really good at reading. I used to hide in the bathroom when I was little and I was in
yeah.
school and they would ask us to read. I'd go hide in the bathroom. So I didn't
Yeah.
have to read. But I know the Bible is different because I got a lot of the Bible pretty much in my head, so I can know it. I know it for, but I'm just
Yeah.
learning the King James, right? Which has been a couple of years now,
Yeah.
couple more than a couple of years. It's been.
Yeah.
And my mom gave me her Bible, and I before that I had the NIV. I wish I still had that Bible because I have like tons of information in that Bible, but I traded it with my mom. We traded Bibles.
I use both sometimes. I use both.
Yeah, I have a whole bunch of Bibles. I think I've like, yeah, I have a
Let me
whole bunch.
show you
I
the
collected
state of this
over the
bloody
years.
Bible. Look at the state of this.
My kids got Bibles from their school when they
Can
went
you see
to
it? Look at the state of this Bible. I'm trying to put my camera on. The kids have grabbed hold of it and stuff and threw
yeah,
it
my
about.
Bible's falling. It
Look
needs to go
at
to a
that
Bible
Bible.
doctor.
Look at that Bible. It's fell out the pocket, look. You know, because I read the Bible a lot, and you turn in the pages, the glue comes out of the thing, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And it's even doing it with this one. So I'm going to have to get another Bible. I'm going to have to get.
I
I'll have
gotta
loads of
take my Bible
Bibles.
to a Bible doctor. I want to take my Bible to like a book doctor, um, like somebody who fixes books because it was my mom's Bible. So I want to get it like fixed up because I really like it. It's falling apart. The middle part is
Mm,
falling out. There's pieces missing because I'm pretty sure someone snatched it out of there. But anyway, um, and yeah, it just needs to see a doctor, Bible
yeah.
doctor. That and if so, that's a good idea for like, well, I don't know in this world that we live in because they're going to be taking like, I don't know, I don't know. This world's messed up. I don't know. This world's messed up.
Oh, and I didn't show you the picture of my Bible, did I?
No,
I was doing it on my camera. Oh, just ignore my face a minute. I look hideous tonight. Oh, I look like Nora Batty. I need to shower or something. Is he a state of that? That's my first Bible. It fell out the pocket because my son grabbed hold of it and he was running around the house
yeah,
with it in his
yeah,
hand.
mine did
Holding
too. But not by that. It's just because I was reading it. Not very
And even this
careful. You have
new
to be
one
more
I
careful
got,
with my Bible.
it's starting to bow look because I'm always looking at it every day.
That's good. That's good. Use it when you use Bible. It's much better than having a not used Bible. A lot of Bibles are not used.
Have you seen
What's
what I
it
put on my
say?
wall?
Vaunt, vaunt. What is that? Vaunts means boast or praise. Uh, I don't know what does that say, Misty?
No, because I've got Asperger's. I'm putting notes around to remember everything because
That's a good
my
idea.
memory's not.
Yeah.
I've got the Ten Commandments, so if somebody asks me, "Oh, is this right?" You know, I can just go straight to my fridge. I know it's on my fridge.
If I put the Ten Commandments on my fridge, my family would rip it down. Be like, get that off my fridge.
I'm the boss in this house, you know.
I used to be the boss in my house, but not
Give me a
anymore.
kiss, Nathan. Give me a kiss.
Decided to give that up because I lost my sanity along with my backbone.
I'm a bossy cow, aren't I? Go on, say I'm a bossy. He's doing a Trump. Nave, can I borrow you for your height? Because look, it's all the way up there, and I want to get. I want to get it.
Shrimp problems.
My husband's tall and he can reach it. He doesn't even need to get a chair and climb on everything. Like can you get me that yellow tub, please, up at the top? I can't read you.
What's in there?
Chocolate.
Chocolate. You
I
don't
want to
want the
stuff it,
chocolate.
please.
Is this Easter chocolate?
Oh, I had an Easter egg yesterday.
I
My
want to
Easter egg
see what
yesterday.
got.
This
You
has
guys
got.
got. Oh
Oh,
my
it's got
goodness! You guys got everything in there.
pick up a penguin. Chocolate mini rolls. Are you have them in Canada and that?
Yeah, we have a section of like where they have like English treats and things like that, but they're not as good as it when it comes from England. When my son went to England, him and his parents brought back English sweets for us, me and the girls, and he brought them over, and it was like so good. They were so good. Nothing compared to what we get here in Canada. Your sweets over there really taste good.
My mum bought these for the kids to do
Oh, those are cute.
painting bunnies.
You ever wonder what the rabbit has to do with Easter?
I remember Sarah explaining
Hmm?
something to do with fertility. I remember Sarah explaining it's something to do with fertility god. A pagan fertility god or something.
I
Not that
completely
we
like had a
believe
brain fart there. I wasn't even paying attention. My head went so many different places. What did you say?
it's not that we believe in it.
Oh, the
Fertility god.
bunny. Yeah, the bunny. Yeah.
To me, it's just about chocolate eggs and crafting.
The egg I
Awesome.
understand because the egg represents like new life, you know? And that's kind of like what Jesus represents is like new life.
Yeah.
But I understand that part of it. But the Easter bunny, I never really got. Like, whoever thought that a rabbit was gonna go run around and poop out little chocolate eggs that we eat? Like, is that kind of weird?
I don't think. I
And then
think.
your kids go around looking for his poop, and they gather up his little pooplets everywhere, and then they eat them.
I don't. I don't think you'll be condemned for painting a rabbit, as long as you're
Oh
not worshipping over
no,
God.
no, no, no! I don't. I love these. I like holidays. I like celebrating holidays, but I'm just thinking about like where did it come from? You know, whoever thought of that?
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of funny things, around holidays and things like that,
Mm.
like Tooth Fairy and things like that. All that stuff. I witnessed it and think about it. But I'm
Oh,
not
my brother
condemning
was
anybody
saying
for doing any Easter things or celebrating Easter or Easter egg hunting. I'm just thinking about it in my head, you
I
know?
kind of knew it was my parents anyway, putting the money under my pillow anyway. But I was dead upset once when I was little because my tooth had fallen out, and my brother got a hammer and smashed my tooth so I wouldn't get no money.
No way.
I was like,
Siblings can be pretty nasty. Siblings can be nasty.
what big brothers? Yeah, they are.
Siblings, yeah. Just siblings in general can be nasty altogether.
Oh, I
Family can be
used to be
nasty to
nasty
each
as
other.
well as a sibling.
I wasn't really mean to my sisters too much. I was like really like a passive kid when I was younger, and then there reached a
I
point when things just turned. I just
Yeah,
had
exactly.
had enough of the
I
world.
used to be. It's like I used to be tougher than my sister, but she's tougher than me now. You know what I mean? She'd win me in a
Yeah.
fight. Yeah. But when I was little, I used to, even though I was smaller, I used to beat my sister up, which was wrong.
Oh, where those digestives from?
They're in that tub here because you annoy me when you don't seal things properly and they go stale. Who says excuse me, don't hog the digestives. I might want one. Hey, greedy pig. What about me? Cheeky bugger. Cheeky bugger is.
All right, I left the link. If anybody want to come out. What's everybody doing on Saturday night tonight? Y'all go ahead. I'm doing a couple of things. But did you see what Brandon said? I think he said something about love is not boasting or not thinking you're better than everybody else, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll read it on the wall. What else is this? It says, charity suffers long and is kind. Charity envies not, so it's not jealous. We shouldn't be jealous of each other. Charity vaunts not itself. Also, that means boasts. Oh, thank you. Thanks, Brandon. Is not puffed up, vain. Does not behave itself unseemly. What would that mean? Unseemly. What would you say that meant, Robin? What does I don't get it. See.
What did you say? Conceited?
No, does not behave itself unseemly.
What version are you reading?
King James.
Oh, okay. Unseemingly?
Yeah.
Not sure. Maybe somebody else will know. I'll put it up there if anybody else answers it. But what does the rest of it say?
Seeks not her own. Is not easily provoked. So he doesn't get angry or shout at you. Thinks no evil.
Everything I'm not.
No! Yeah, exactly. And me as well. Rejoices not in iniquity, but rejoices in truth. Bears all things. So, forgives all things, like tolerates all things, I think bears all things, believes all things, and hopes all things, endures all things. Charity never fails, but whether there be prophecies, they shall fail. Whether there be tongues, they shall cease, which means stop. Whether there be knowledge, it shall vanish away. For we know in part, and we prophesy in part. But that when that which is perfect is come, then that which is in part shall be done away. Oh, this one's beautiful. This is. When I was a child, I spoke as a child. I understood as a child. I thought as a child. But when I became a man or a woman, I put woman as well, I put away childish things. For now we see through a glass darkly. So that means we don't see things lightly, if you know what I mean. I think that's what that means. We see things darkly. We see darkness. But then, face to face, now I know in part, but then shall I know even as I am known. Would you say that's what that means, Misty? For now we see through a glass darkly. Like, we don't see, we see things darker than we used to as a
Yeah,
child.
yeah, like we don't have full understanding or everything. Maybe.
But then face to face, now I know in part, but when then shall I know even as also I am known. And now abides faith, hope, charity, these three, but the greatest of these is charity. Help, Kim.
Hi.
Hi,
Oh,
Kim.
Hi, how are you guys doing?
yeah, I'm all right. Will you be able to answer? Because Robin had a question earlier in Richard's stream about that thing, and you talked about this thing.
Well,
So
from what I was taught, when it mentions it was talking about in the days of Noah, everybody that was on the earth was wicked. They couldn't even have one good thought. And it says that only Noah and his family was saved. 8 souls were saved out of the whole world. The rest of them had to be destroyed. So if you know the truth about what happens when somebody dies, then you know that they they're in the prison house of sin, meaning that they were never able to come to the truth. None of them. That's why he had to flood the whole world. And so when it says he preached to the spirits in prison, he's talking about that. See, the Lord was from the beginning, and through Noah, they were all preached to, right? Through Noah and his family, even though they were preached to, seeing him build this ark for such a long, long time, it took him to build it. And Noah had faith, right? And he continued to do this, to build the ark, and would warn them, right, about what's going to happen. And none of them believed it. So that's what that's talking about, actually. But because the way it's written, like the way it's, I don't even know how to explain it. I got to find out how to explain it properly, because there's so many different
yeah,
allegories and figures of speech. They like everything, That's why it's so hard to understand it, the whole thing. But that's what that's referring to, because it continues on after it says that about Noah. So it had nothing to do with like um, Jesus really going into hell or anything, because when Jesus died, he just died. Because he like Robin said, he's seen who was it, the first one that he seen? What was her name? Was it Mary Magdalene?
yeah,
I don't know if it was
And he
Mary
said,
Magdalene or Mary.
somebody, yeah. And he said, "Don't touch me, because I have not yet ascended to my Father." Well,
I think it was
hell,
the other Mary.
like Hades
I'm
is
not
the
sure.
grave, right? And he died. He didn't go to hell when he died. You know what I mean? Even though people think he did, but it's not. That's why we have to know what happens when you die, because if we don't, we can fall into so many errors. You know, that's the thing. And I think it's just sad that people just don't know.
yeah,
Mary
Because
Magdalene.
it leads to
Yeah.
spiritualism. It leads to terrible things.
Mary,
It leads people to believe. If you believe that you go on living and that there's people in hell burning forever
Mary.
right now, it just goes totally against the character of God. And yes, we do have to look at sin, right? God is going to punish sin, but he's not punishing people right now. He's going to do it in the end of time, right?
yeah,
There's nobody burning right now. That would be terrible when you think about it. You know what I mean? The people
Yeah,
burning right now. Like we couldn't even stand to see somebody burning, and God is a God of love, but he's going to punish sin in the end, the very end. He's going to throw everything into the lake of fire and replenish the earth. So if we don't know the truth, we can be so deceived into so many things. You know? Like, for instance, going to mediums, a spirit can come up to you and like people get into witchcraft, all kinds of things people get into, and then they get deceived and they never know the true God, right? And then God's looked at as a tyrant. There's so many atheists because they look at God like, oh, who could love a God like that if he burned you in hell forever? And that was all the teaching of the Catholic Church. See, because the Catholics ruled for like over 1,000 years. So you can imagine 1,000 years of being under one rule, one belief system, right? Actually, the Catholics, what they did was, though, they took all the beliefs, all the different gods, and they brought it into their church. And then that's why the Catholic Church has so many, they have relics, they have statues, they have saints, they have confessional, they make people call the priest father, and it says, do not call any man father, we only have one Father in heaven. They go completely against the Bible. They go completely against God. They're anti-Christ, right? And so the whole world was a one world government for so long, and if you didn't do what they said, you were killed. They burned Bibles, they killed a lot of Christians. Over 50 million Christians were killed by them. So that's why we get all this deception down through the ages, you know. And then when Rome fell, that's when the United States was formed around that time. Then everybody would leave all those places like England and all the area, UK and all that. They'd leave, and then the United States was formed so that they can have freedom of religion, freedom of speech. Like, this is all a controversy against Satan, against Jesus Christ. This is the war that's going on is Satan against Jesus Christ, and it's our souls that is in jeopardy all the time.
Yeah.
It's Jesus and the angels that are always fighting for us, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's the whole thing that's happening right now, and that's why we're seeing so much evil today. Just getting so bad because God's
Right.
slowly taking his Holy Spirit out, and then Satan's going to have like full control on this earth, like when he did with Job, when God said, "Okay, you can do what you want with Job, but you can't kill him." Well, look what he did to Job.
Yeah. Bloody hell.
That's going to
what
happen again at the end, you know. And there's so much deception, like there's just so much deception. It's just unbelievable.
In a way, we are kind of like getting
Well,
there.
we were thinking about Romans, but I'm not sure if this is the right one. I think it's Romans 5:8. I don't think this is the right one. But while we were still, while we were yet sinners, Christ died for us.
Yes. Yeah, he died while we were, of course, right? We're always going to be sinners. But see the way it words that? While we were yet, see, we were always sinners from the beginning. But see how it words it like that? Makes it almost seem like it could mean something other than that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But God condemned this is I think NIV, or I'm not sure.
Yeah,
It comes up
NIV.
that even just like searching nowadays, you're going to search online over this is sorry, you take that.
See, I think Natalie, you're
There we
good.
go. Better. But even when you search now, it comes up with like it's a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, I'll look it up too. Yeah, it's good to use King James too, right? Because
yeah, I usually use the King James. I have an NIV as well, though,
yeah,
too, as
just to
well.
cross.
And I look at the differences between the two. I
Yeah.
like looking at. I remember when I was a young Christian and I first realized how much the word was different from the other word and how much they had taken and
Yeah.
added. It was really hard for me, difficult as like a new. I was young then, and I I was so upset that the devil was attacking the word like that.
Yeah. Did you know, Robin? Did you know this? Look up on Google how many verses were taken out of the New International Version. You'll be shocked how many
The NIV.
verses were taken out.
Yeah. Oh, for the NIV is the but at the same time, being somebody who struggles with reading and dyslexia, I have
Yes, yes,
dyslexia.
yes. It is a good.
It,
It's good for new Christians.
yeah, it makes it a lot easier for somebody
Yes.
who maybe might not know or understand.
I
But there's
started off
so
reading that
good.
too. I started reading off a real easy reading. I started reading it was called The Greatest of These is Love, and it was like a novel, the whole New Testament, and it was so easy to read.
Yeah,
Easier than
the
New International, right?
new, yeah, that's what I was thinking. The New King James Version, I think, is, I haven't read it, but I would, in my experience in reading from the NIV and then going to the King James and wanting to learn and, memorize, it makes it very difficult to memorize the King James coming from the NIV. So
Yeah.
it's like it mumbles your brain. So
Yes.
I would say go to the New King James Version.
Yeah.
It's a little bit easier to read, but
Something to
it
do with the
depends on where
vowels and
you are.
yeah. Yeah. It's pretty
But I
close
don't
to King
I
James.
still definitely believe that you can gain, a lot of knowledge from the NIV as well,
Oh,
because
sure.
I didn't
Oh,
know
yeah.
nothing then. But
Definitely. But when you like look at it, right, it just freaks you out that, I mean, why isn't that's why we have to be careful of just sticking with one, because they took out so many verses, like important verses out of the new international. It goes to show you that there's a spirit there, right? It's not one
yeah,
is to know the truth.
I don't think a lot of I think that, like, a lot of Jewish people that I've, well, not a lot, but a few couple of Jewish people that I've talked to have said to me, like the King James is the closest version.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just looking it up now because I was shocked. The New International Version leaves out 16 entire verses. And you wonder why, right? Why? They left out Matthew 17:21. Howbeit this kind goeth not only out by prayer, out, but by prayer and fasting. So that's talking about evil spirits, right? And it
Yep.
took that out, that you have to pray and fast. So you know what I mean? Another one is, for the Son of Man is come to save that which was lost. Now, why would they take that out? You know, it just took out. If any man have ears to hear, let him hear. Why would they take that out?
I think it's
Oh,
just like a
you don't
build up
forgive, neither will
towards
your
what
father.
eventually is.
Huh?
If you're not getting spiritual, like if you're not getting the full spiritual food, then you're not getting like
Yeah.
you're not getting it all. And if
Yeah.
they eat that little tiny bit, it's so much. People don't even realize, like, there I've read the Bible a lot, and like, especially the Psalms. So, but sometimes when I read the Psalms, and I'll be reading it over and over and over and over, and I could read it 1,000 times, but then you know that one time that I read it was just like, wow.
Yeah. Oh,
But
gosh. Yeah. Because the Bible's a living Bible. It's living. Literally, the words are living. We can read it over and over and over.
mhm.
Yeah. Hmm.
It always teaches you something. Spiritual food, right?
Mhm.
And then it took out.
I did learn a lot off when I was younger. But if I
Oh, yeah.
were to go back,
No,
I
I'm
would
not
definitely
saying you don't
go
learn
to the.
anything. I'm just saying
Oh,
it's
I know.
weird that they would do
I
that.
know, but for people who are reading, you know what I mean? Like, I know what it when I was reading the NIV, and especially when I was like starting to talk to people about my, like, share with people, it was like, um I remember feeling like they would like be like, "Oh, you got to read the King James version," and I'd be like, "What?"
Oh, it's
I'd
hard once
be
you.
freaked out.
Yeah,
Then I understood as I got a little bit older, but
yeah.
coming from a place where I learned from that and then went to the King James, I definitely say go to. the New King James Version and then go to the King James Version.
Yeah,
But it's up to
yeah.
you, really.
I think sometimes the body of Christ, to be the full church of Christ, we all have different like talents, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
We have different. God gives us different gifts, kind of like
Yeah. That's
could
true.
discern. Some can, you know what I mean.
Hmm.
And you answered my question tonight, which was helpful as well, because you know the Bible a lot as well, Robin, about you know about the hand Ezekiel chapter 33.
What, the writing on the wall?
Yeah, that like earlier when we was ministering and Tina asked about somebody on Facebook and we told her to what scriptures if we don't tell somebody.
You know what? There's so many things in the Bible that people use as figures of speech, um, and it comes from the Bible, like the apple of the eye. That comes from the Bible. The
Yeah,
writing,
Yeah,
handwritings on the wall, that comes from the
the
Bible.
apple of his eye.
Yeah, all
You
those
gotta.
things that people don't even know.
I don't mean like I know it sounds so. I'm a selfish person. Sorry, but I can't help it. Um, sorry, I'm gonna be honest with you, but
I'm
I wish
too.
people would think more like that in the sense that God, you are the apple of God's eye, and you are the apple of His eye, and
Yep.
that's the way we should see ourselves.
Yes, exactly.
But it's hard. It's difficult. I tell myself that every day, but I don't believe it. I mean, like I tell myself all kinds of stuff, but
Yeah, I know what you mean. I know what you
he
mean.
tells me too. But he'll remind you too, even when you doubt yourself. I see it too. I'll always doubt myself and be like, nah, 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 and he'll be like, I love
Yeah,
you.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I think it's hard sometimes not to
And
get when you
if
get more
Jesus,
confident and you get more words or whatever, more knowledgeable in the Bible. It's sometimes, myself, I get a bit puffed up.
if
You
Jesus
know,
can love a wretch like me, he can love anybody.
yeah,
Hmm.
I always think like you have to like I'm not even joking you. I'm not joking. I know it. I say that to him like when I was young. Never mind.
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. That's true.
Have you ever watched Bible Flockbox, Robin?
No.
May have watched him on your show.
Yeah.
Who?
Couple.
Have you ever watched Bible Flockbox?
No. I don't go to any more new channel. Like I really stopped trying to go to any. It's very rare. I will. I'm like I still haven't really gotten over a lot of the paranoid stuff.
Oh,
So I only stick to certain channels, and even the ones that I have watched for a long time, I still have a lot of difficulty watching because I constantly feel like they're talking to me, and then I get freaked out, and then I think they're watching me, and then I'm even more freaked out, and then I act very crazy. It's not good. So I just stay away from it.
yeah.
At least try to a little bit until I get, I feel a little bit more stable.
Open the eyes of my heart, Lord. Open the eyes of my heart. I want to see you. Awesome. I want to see you. See you.
See,
See you.
I lifted up, standing in the light of your glory. Pour out your mercy and love as we sing holy, holy, holy. Well, I don't know if it's mercy. I think it might be something else. Holy, holy. I watched that in concert. I saw him sing in concert. and I was I think it's Michael W. Smith, right?
Mhm.
I got to see him. I never really liked to go to like concerts of like, famous people, but I really loved Christian concerts. I was like a Christian concert weirdo.
You know what kind of concerts I went to? Marilyn Manson.
I just I know it's weird now. People don't think it like, but I did. I still do. I love Christian music. Always have. I always will. It's beautiful, but I do find God in everything. I can find God in everything.
I remember when I used to wear that goth outfit as well, like all that goth gear. And I went outside once and I was like 16 with my sister and we were stood there waiting for my mum to pick us up. And this guy comes over, this young guy, and I was 16 and I was like, it was coming over and I was just stood there daydreaming, catatonic kind of thing. Stood there daydreaming. My sister was like, no, go away. Because I didn't even notice he was coming over and trying to propose, you know, money. You know, they
Yeah.
thought I was a street walk,
Mhm.
if you know what I mean.
Mhm.
Mm. But I'd never even been with a man. Mm. Yeah, I think sometimes those people do have demons in them though as well, because like um, at the time when I was 16, I was quite innocent, so I just stood there in the crowd, and next minute this girl comes over to me and tries to kisses me and that, and it's like Marilyn Manson was staring at us from the stage, and it was like kind of creepy, you know what I mean? Mm.
Oh, say does that star spangled brighter in the land of the free
Yeah.
in the That's my song when I sing when I feel awkward.
Mm. So yeah, I was a left beat. So it was like I was a monk, you know what I mean? The wrong crowd, lost in darkness.
My grandma and your grandma were sitting by the fire.
They would
My
have thought
grandma
I'm trying to follow the light
set
rather
your
than
flesh fire. Singing ayo ayo. Those things are like crazy. I'm like trying to avoid the whole topic.
So the Leafs might not be able to play because of COVID.
who?
The Toronto Maple Leaf hockey team.
Yeah.
Yeah, because of COVID, one of the coaches had it, so the whole team has to quarantine. So stupid.
It's
I
weird,
think
right?
sports nowadays are
I
gonna be
wonder,
all set up. It's all gonna be set up. It's not
I
gonna
wonder
be
if
like it was.
Manchester United is owned by the devil because it's got a devil emblem on it.
What was that?
Manchester United.
Manchester United?
Yeah, it's got like a devil with a thorn with a fork. The
Yeah, it's
Manchester United
have
football team.
everything seems to have symbols. Did you hear about those Nike shoes?
Yeah, the blood ones.
Yeah, satanic. Yeah,
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, or they've been doing that for like years now. Lady Gaga has blood in her perfume.
Oh my goodness. You
There's
wonder where blood from?
I'm not sure if I'm pretty sure that she puts a droplet of it's like a I don't know. I think it's like blood uh
See,
I might be buying it.
that has to do with the
blood
witch, right?
rituals, something like that.
Vampirism. The life is in the blood, right?
Our little girl's been dreaming about vampires. She goes, Mummy, am I a vampire?
She's getting that from TV cartoons.
Uh,
My granddaughter says so many different things.
Yeah, the information that they're taking in nowadays is much more than what
Yeah. We had
there's
Bugs
so much
Bunny.
warfare out there that I don't even know how you protect your child's minds at this rate. I don't know how you protect it
I don't
because
know
it's
either.
like you got people telling you it's okay to dress and drag and go to the library, but it's not okay to read, Noah's Ark in the library.
I know.
you know
Crazy.
what? You two, you three, guess what? You know, my daughter had to throw some of her homework in, right? It was one of those, those by numbers things where you do like dot to dot and it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Well, one day she got this homework, and I'm
Mhm.
not telling no lie. It was teaching her how to draw a pentacle. I was
Mm.
like, I put it straight in the bin. I was like, you're not doing that
Wow.
homework. Because I used to draw those things. I knew exactly what it was. And sometimes, even when you look in stores and you see clothing with that star on it, there's a pentagram everywhere.
Bag. PJs.
Gonna have a bath?
I think it's called a pentagram or a pentacle. Because I was with a Jehovah's Witness girl, support worker once, and was looking for a jumper, and she went straight to the one with like a star on it, like the pentacle. And I told her I'm not going to buy that.
Thing will fall forward. You
And
should
I
get
apologized to God, and I showed her that it was actually a pentacle. So it was like,
girl.
Comfy.
Yeah.
show her an example of what it is.
They'll pull down on that drawer.
That's not for me.
Okay.
All I need is my cream on my body so my skin can be soft. That's what I have to do actually. Is then I get crinkly skin and dry skin and then I have to try to pick it off.
Really?
Well, I have to rub it hard and that's gonna hurt my skin.
Oh.
But I'm still okay. So I think I'm gonna go with cream instead.
Okay.
She does sound just like you, Kim.
Huh?
Oh,
She does sound just like you.
Her voice?
Yeah, her voice and just the way she's matter of fact and
Oh yeah.
everything. I mean, I don't mean that in a bad way at all. You just
I mean,
Right here, just
she
in
copies me a lot.
case.
I said to my daughter, I said, you should cut her bangs, right? Justina, you should go out of the room.
Oh, I already here.
I know. Anyways, what does she do? She goes and cuts them.
oh my.
Yeah. And I was only saying it to her mom. What?
That reminds me. When I was, well, I told you about my mom left us, me and my sister, at the babysitters. I was like 3.5. My sister was about 1.5, and just didn't come back. And my daddy was in the Navy, so we lived a couple states. Well, we lived about a state away from my grandma, my dad's mom. She come got us, and anyways, she raised us until Daddy remarried. But Daddy was in the Navy, and there was a picture of him on the coffee table of him in his Navy hat, had the short crew cut. You know how everybody's buzzed.
Yeah.
And I did that. Obviously, that's what they told me, to me and my sister. And they wanted to know why. And I said, because we wanted to look like Daddy. And so I did the same. I think most kids do, don't they?
Pardon?
I think most kids do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I've heard a lot of little kids cut their hair and make a mess and
Yeah.
everything.
I know.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. It's just, there's a lot. There's so many things that she does that, like, she'll say things I say. Yeah, she's so sweet. Like, compared to my grandson, she's totally different with me. Girls are so different than boys, eh?
yeah.
Like, he was more closed in and
Oh
stuff.
my goodness, yes.
She's very open and talking all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think when they get to be teenagers, that girls are a lot harder than boys. It's been
Yeah.
my experience.
Yep. They
Yeah.
sure are.
My daughter, about a week ago, she was like, Mum, is it okay if I have a boyfriend? Because she's got a girlfriend. Like, no, you're young.
Mm-hmm.
You don't need a boyfriend. I says, boys are stinky. And they got kids. I said, you don't want a smelly boyfriend.
Yeah, they just say the cutest little things. They're so funny. And I always forget everything they say. They say something so funny and then she'd be writing it down.
I think I'll just say, look, boys have got stinky feet. You don't want to smell stinky feet all day. It's like they grow up these
Huh?
days. It's like they grow up too fast. It's like,
Yes.
stop growing. Stop growing. I wish they could stay as babies.
No, they do.
Get that sassy lady as well. It's like if I don't answer her straight away, she goes, Mum, why are you not talking to me?
Mhm.
I have a question. Let's see if anybody since there's a few people in chat and on here, I showed this piece of Native American. It's vintage. It's authentic.
Mhm.
Piece of jewelry that I got, and I don't even know if anybody knows. I'm going to show it to y'all. If anybody knows what it's called, because I can't even look it up because I don't even know what it's called. I
Yeah.
will show it to y'all, and if y'all know, please tell me. So I'm going to work on. I've got where my husband, didn't have vision, and he had something called a transformer, and you can magnify like big time. So I'm gonna put it under the magnifier and let y'all look at it real close. It'll take me a minute, but y'all just carry on.
Okay.
Just making myself a coffee.
I don't think I can drink any more coffee. I'm all coffeeed out.
I drink tea. I'll have one coffee in the morning. If I have another one, I have a decaf. Because it's so like I start to get heart palpitations now when I have a Tim Hortons coffee. Must be high in caffeine.
I'm like addicted to Tim Hortons coffee.
Me too. I like it.
They definitely like put something definitely in their coffee. But
Yeah.
also too, when I stopped, it was like my place. It was a good place. I like Tim Hortons, but I think it's yeah, definitely good to cut down. But I'm definitely a coffee freak.
Yeah. Caffeine can make you feel more nervous too, eh? Anxiety wise,
Yeah, my
That
nonna, she was really old. She lived till about nearly 20 years old, right? About 17 or 18. And she she used to drink tea.
Yeah.
Like milky tea. She used to drink milky tea.
Yeah.
And my nonna used to bake these homemade cakes, like fairy cakes. And when she'd eat it, she'd put the wrapper on the floor, like the cake wrapper, and the dog would lick the wrapper,
Hmm.
enjoying the crumbs off the wrapper.
Oh yeah.
We used to decorate her stick with stickers when we used to get our bubbly gums.
You what?
We used to decorate a walking stick for her. We used to give her all our stickers.
Oh. What's a gummy gum?
We loved her so much. You know what
Oh.
I mean? We loved her so much that we decorated a walking stick with some stickers.
Oh, stickers.
Well,
Yeah.
we gave her all our stickers.
Oh.
She was a sweet old lady. I used to be nice to her, but I love my other nana. I was just a bit cheeky with her. In a way, I was trying to help her with her anger. Right.
You help with anger.
I let her take it out on me.
Oh, man.
Your anger, Nat.
Well, yeah, she does. She does help me my anger. She helps me with my anger a lot of the times.
That's
Can't say
good.
that. It's not good for her. But she can handle it. It's made her a stronger
Can you
person.
guys see that? I got it magnified on the computer. Can y'all see that?
Oh yeah.
Does anybody know what this? And let me zoom in on it. I mean, it's real. This is all silver.
Mm-hmm.
This is some sort of stone, or this is leather. I mean, and this bead, this is string and silver wire here. I'll zoom in and show you. Can you see good the way I've got the phone?
Yeah.
You can see it
Be a
pretty
little
good.
closer.
The detail of the wire.
Hold on.
Oh, wow.
That's beautiful.
Does anybody know what this is called?
Do you
Can
know?
you see that?
A necklace?
Well, yes.
No, I know that. I know.
We're normal.
I don't know. And I'm native, but I don't know.
This is string, the yellow looking, and the bright is the silver. I mean, it is so intricate. I'm trying to show y'all real good magnified.
That is so cool, though.
I mean, and then look at the bottom. Look at this, y'all. This is all
Leather.
hammered. I mean, yes, leather, but look at the bottom. All these,
Nice.
you can tell that this is hammered pieces that hang down.
Yeah.
So does anybody?
You can hang that hangs up. You hang that
Well,
up,
it
right?
could
Yeah,
be
but
something to
it's
dance with. It could be something that you hold when you dance, because when you dance, some of the ladies, they'll have things that are
Part of that thing.
usually hanging.
Yeah, and Robin, what do they call those things?
it's
The
got a name.
Bell
Yeah.
dan-
Is anybody in chat? Do y'all read chat? Does anybody know down there? It's got
Yeah.
a name, but I don't even know how to Google it because I don't know the name of it, what it is.
look up
what
headdress.
is
Look
that
what
dance
Wayne just
name?
put. Headdress.
Native
But
dance.
here's the top. No, it's not. It's for wearing. It's a necklace
Yeah.
because I'm gonna
Neck. Oh,
you
yeah,
see
yeah.
the
There you go. Yeah.
clasp and
Oh,
everything. It's a
nice.
necklace. So
It's
the
beautiful.
silver.
What? I think there's an app that you can take a picture and then you
I
can
did.
and then
Yeah, I did.
they show you where it is or what it is.
I'm
I'm
gonna show
looking.
you the other piece. There's another piece. Now this is not. I mean, I could probably figure this one out. It's beautiful. I mean, it's so. The beadwork on it is amazing. It's also on silver, but I just want to try to figure out the value of it or what it is. So let me show you this. This is also a necklace.
Uh-huh.
This is not a fake. I mean, you see
Oh,
these
I
everywhere, but
love that.
this
That's
is so
beautiful.
They're beads.
real.
Yeah.
Beads,
Yes,
right?
they are beads. This is
That's hard.
this is silver. This is hand artesian. I mean, you can see the string. Let me see if I can go back again and show you. You can see the string. It is amazing. I just don't know what these things are called.
My niece
That's
makes
what's in the back.
those, like the beading. She does beading work. She does
Mhm.
patches too. as well. She does like it takes a long time to do that.
Yeah.
But I really
Yeah.
believe this is authentic.
That's
This is
something that
hammered. You can
I
tell that
used.
this. Sorry, Robin. Go ahead. So, what were you saying, Robin?
I used to make dream catchers, but beading is I've been always interested in beading, but yeah, it takes a lot of patience to do that. But it's so beautiful.
Yeah.
So, I just wanted to show you and see if anybody knew what those things might be called.
Yeah.
It's a headdress. Somebody else
Yeah.
selling it. Misty, what is selling it for $1 million? It's a headdress. How do you? It looks like a necklace. It has a clasp and everything.
Like it can yeah, it's one of those regalians, part of a regalian maybe. Is that it, Robin?
I
So-
don't
I
know.
know it has a name, but I mean, I can't find one like online. So
They dance. They wear it with their outfit.
yeah.
Yeah.
I know I've seen that first one, but I can't remember what it might be called. So I was just thought I'd show you. Plus, it's just so beautiful.
It's a headdress.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look that up. But so here, this is it.
Oh, that's so pretty.
Yeah. Did
Are
you
you
look
gonna sell?
native ornament? Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Wow.
It's pretty.
and all that.
Yeah.
Look,
Yeah.
I don't have any. I don't like jewelry in general, wearing jewelry, but I like looking like at jewelry.
yeah,
Does that weird? I don't like wearing
No.
jewelry at all. But looking at
No,
jewelry, I don't mind.
I don't
My
really
kids,
neither.
they love jewelry.
Let's see. What is that one place that the world would like you to run from?
Huh?
Something Wayne asked right there.
What is one place that the
Alright,
world
guys, I
would
gotta go.
like you to run from?
I'll come back if you're still on here after.
Okay, honey. Thanks
God
for
bless.
coming. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Yourself. Oh, Robin.
Yeah, she'll be back.
No, she didn't make it. She wants to know what it is.
No, I didn't make it. It's authentic, though. I know that much. I
Yeah.
just don't know, like, what tribe, what's the name of the thing to be called to even look it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was just thinking maybe there was quite a few people in here. Maybe somebody would know the appropriate name for it. Hey, Lorinda, Indian, but it has a clasp like a necklace. Did you see it? I'll look it up though. I'll try anything because I am just bound and determined to figure this out. If anybody else wanted to chat, you can. I just started this stream for Natty and them.
Yeah.
So y'all chat away. I'm about to fix me a bite to eat. So, what is it? What is it called? Native American headdress
Or
piece.
ornamental.
Let's see what that looks like.
You can look up all different things.
No, it pulls up this for headdresses.
Oh,
These
yeah.
things.
Okay. Okay.
So,
Maybe it's part of the regalia piece, a regalia piece necklace or something.
regalia, how you spell that?
I don't even know.
Okay, well, don't let it bother you, mind. Okay, I say regalia, Native American. I'm gonna put necklace. Okay. I don't want to bother nobody's mind too much. I just thought I'd ask.
My mind's always boggled.
Native American necklace.
Oh, well, wait another week for big payday. and I think
Buffalo bone choker. There's all kinds of stuff. Oh my gosh.
the shops are open soon on the 12th, I think. 12th of April. Is it April now?
Yeah, I can't believe it. We're like the fourth.
Do you should go on Facebook and look up a Native American group and take a picture and and ask them, does anybody know what this is?
Yes, that's what I'm gonna have to do.
Native
Somebody will.
Yeah.
Yeah, somebody will know. It's like I've seen it in a book, like in school or something before, but I can't remember.
Yeah.
What it was called, you know?
Yeah.
Thank y'all for trying to help me.
You're welcome. That's what I thought. Put the picture
I
description.
did. I went on Google and uploaded the picture, and it took me some things that were kind of similar, but I still didn't say anything really like it.
Uh-huh.
I get paid on the 5th, my big payday, and the shops are open on the 12th. So I get paid a week before the big payday. So I'll be able to go shopping. Because the shops are going to reopen.
Listen to this. Health Canada advisory over face masks that contain graphene, potential inhalation risks. Can you believe that?
There's
something in the masks
so.
that aren't healthy.
Mm-hmm.
In Toronto, where I live, in the big city, they're all marching down the road saying, "We want the truth," yelling out, "Tell us the truth, tell us the truth." We're fighting for everything over here. Oh, I see. Do you bid online, Misty?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, when you bid for it, what did they call it?
It was in a southwestern lot that I won.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
West.
Southwestern, but that doesn't mean anything. That just means that the person that boxed it up or whatever labeled it that, you know. But I think it came out of Texas. Seems like it did.
I don't know about dream catchers though. I threw mine away. I used to have one. I threw it away.
I remember when I was a teenager, we used to wear feather earrings.
Yeah.
Did you?
I remember that.
They were
remember that too.
Yeah.
I threw mostly loads of things away. If anybody looks in my recycle bin, they'll see some white weird objects on the conveyor belt.
Yeah.
Board, tarot cards, and a bloody angel candle holder, which I had to get rid of. Got rid of my necklaces because I used to wear a pentacle. Tried to get rid of all my witchcraft so I could repent and all
Birds in a 6-shooter, he said, was that in there too?
There was a lot of good stuff in there. I can show you a couple more pieces if you want me to. There was a lot of it that's by a certain designer that's not like authentic Native American stuff. It was a good designer, but there's a couple things I'm not sure what was what, but I can show you a couple more things that came out of it. If you want to see it. This is, I mean, obviously, you know, I can't even read what this may,
Whoa, somebody's put somewhat too long. You know that I tried to put that Bible flop box thing, that video of Enoch.
Yeah. I wouldn't mind trying to read that book, but I'm not sure if I want to believe if it's all true.
Mm-hmm. Right, I'll tell you the conversation that I had. Right, I posted that 10 facts about the Book of Enoch you probably didn't know.
Oh, yeah.
This person replied saying, aha, ASDA, whatever that means. Look at some of the 10 so-called facts. At those was Enoch said the sea of crystal, and Floxbox said the Bible said the sea of glass. Look up when glass was first made. It was first made in Egypt after the flood. Look behind Flopbox Talk. You will see two crystal glass sitting on a glass shelf. If glass is more valuable than crystal, the glass would be on display. Thought it quite funny, but the real truth is SDA. I don't know what SDA means. Bereaved in E.G. White. He says the sons of God are the sons of Seth that took the daughters of Cain.
Hold on a second. I gotta close the door. I can't hear. Come here, Zoe.
This is painted wood here, y'all.
I can't hear.
Some sort of stone.
I could hear. Hold
I don't
on.
know if you can see that.
Oops, sorry. Sorry. You're gonna have to read that to me after, Nat, because I couldn't read. I mean, couldn't read. I couldn't hear. Oh my gosh! Come here, Justina. I can't even speak. Never mind. Zoe,
I'm kind of confused a little bit by his reply, so I don't know what to reply back. He says, Natalie Holroyd, when I posted, oh, sorry, I've just doxed myself, it don't matter. 10 facts of, I posted this video on the Book of Enoch study group.
yeah, but where did you post it?
In the comments. Or I could invite you.
Where?
I could invite you, I think.
Oh, in a group on Facebook, you mean?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you
I
can see
find
the
it hard to hear. I'm going deaf.
Oh, you're already a member. You're already a member, so.
Oh. Zoe.
It says, I posted 10 facts about the Book of Enoch you probably know.
Yeah.
And he's
Sorry.
replied, this guy called
Misty. All I heard was.
uh-huh, ASDA, whatever SDA means.
I don't
Look
know.
at the 10 so-called facts. One of those facts was Enoch said the sea of crystal. And Flopbox said the Bible said the sea of glass. Look up when glass was first made. It was first made in Egypt after the flood. Look behind Flopbox Talk. You will see two crystal glass sitting on a glass shelf.
Mhm.
Is glass more valuable than crystal? The glass would be on display. I thought it quite funny. But the real truth is, SDA, bereaved in E.G. White, whoever that is,
Mhm.
he says the sons of God are the sons of Seth that took the daughters of Cain. Nowhere where in the Bible will you find that. EGW says the Book of Enoch is true in her writings. Also, she say you cannot cross-reference Genesis and the book of Job. Job 6, chapter 1, 6 to 7. Sons of God are in heaven. Was the sons of Seth in heaven? No, but she says Moses wrote both books when he was a sheep. In the book of Jubilees, it has all the descendants from Adam to Noah, and the wife they took, and where they came from, and none came from Cain. I can give you lots more quotes proving EGW is a false prophet. Who's EGW?
She's part of the Seventh-day Adventist movement in the after 1844. She started to receive visions, just like people are saying today, about different things. She was a prolific writer. She wrote more books than she wrote many books. And she just had different teachings. Like she's just a prolific writer, and she's part of the Seventh-day Adventist Church. I don't really read many of her writings, but all of her writings point to Christ. Like, people think that she's a false prophet, but false prophet doesn't point to Christ. False prophet takes you away from Christ, right? But a lot of people are like, we don't look at her like she's a god or anything. She just wrote books. Just like if you go to a Christian bookstore right now, there's millions of books, right? But she was pretty like inspired by God, I think, because she spoke a lot about the last days and a lot of things are happening, and she explained the scriptures really well. And what's happening right now, I just heard on Watch Woman 65 on YouTube. She does news updates, this lady, and the Pope and Israel met today. Christina, go over there. And that's a prophetic thing, because it says Israel president gushes all over the false prophet Pope for peace with the Abraham Accords. So this is prophetic, because it says when they say peace and safety, sudden destruction is going to come upon the world, or upon them, or it's a Bible prophecy. So what's happening today is really prophetic. Even with this whole pestilence thing happening, coronavirus thing. So what's the name of that group on Facebook, Natalie?
Don't call me a lazy mother. I'm not being lazy. I'm trying to study the Bible. You're not sometimes calling me a lazy mother. She wants him to do it. Catherine, what do you want?
I will love you.
What are you doing to Zoe?
I'm trying to let her bug your toes.
Silly.
She's trying to bite her toenails, so I helped her.
Oh, you did?
What?
Did you see
Stop
that?
swearing.
That's your leg.
Unbelievable.
She's so good.
He's so cute. Oh, where's
So
my
good.
My husband's been dead moody at the minute.
Door, please, Justina. Stay here, Zoe. Okay, shut the door, please.
I'll
Thank
come
you.
back and I'll play with you, okay?
Okay.
Don't swear because there's a kid online and you shouldn't be swearing in front of your own kid.
Oh, there's a lot of swearing that goes on over here, I'll tell you.
He's moaning because he has to do some noodles. She wants you to do it.
What are you doing? Can't be bothered.
No,
Yeah.
I'm not bothered. I'm studying the Bible.
Oh, that's one for them making Catherine some food.
Yeah. It's right now. When you're not doing anything but watching a film,
Yeah,
you're not doing it. You're not exactly doing anything productive, are you? Oh yeah, film. You've been entertained.
You both got dogs named Zoe. Who else has a dog named Zoe?
Misty.
Can't hear you, Misty.
She's talking on mute.
Me, my little Zoe. Come here, Zoe.
Oh,
Sorry about that, guys. Me and my husband's on a domestic.
Come here, baby doll.
He's moaning
yeah.
because he has to try to watch
Zoe.
a film.
You want to hear something really, I don't know what you call it, but
There's a pause button.
Aw, that's a chihuahua, eh? Sweet.
Hi, Zoe.
Da,
Sweet.
da, 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 da. Chihuahua. Da, 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 da,
Yeah,
da.
she's old.
Do you know what
Do you,
Zoe
do you spell your ZOE?
No, I spell it Zoii. And I know it sounds funny, but my friend's name was Zoii. It was her name, so I thought, oh, that's cool. So I called her the same spelling.
Okay.
Yeah, I know it's crazy, but you know what's really weird? When I got my dog, I bought her over the internet. Just I'm just talking.
Mm-hmm.
And so anyway, I wanted a dog. I've had dogs in my life, but I was having a hard time in my life and everything. And so I thought I want to get a dog for companionship, right? And so I was looking online, and they were French bulldogs, and I looked through quite a few, went and seen some, and then ended up seeing one I really liked, and it was her. And there was about, I don't know, maybe 8 or 10 of them that this person was selling. And so I made arrangements with them, but it was only through email. And he said, "Oh, I don't know." He says, "I got some people coming on the weekend, and then I'll email you back to see if to let you know if I still have her or whatever." And
Mm-hmm.
really, I thought, "Oh my gosh, I want that one so bad." You know when you really want something. So anyway, I couldn't believe he emailed me and told me that he had her. So I told my daughter, I said, "I'm going to name her Zoe." And that was my name I picked out. When I got there, her name was Zoe.
Wow.
Freaky?
That is crazy.
Yes. He said my hair is standing up on my arm when I was there.
That
Yeah.
is crazy.
Yeah, I want to name her Zoe. He goes, "What? That's her name." And he showed me the passport. Yeah.
Wow.
And then I found out Zoe means life.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, Zoe's brought me a lot of life, that's for sure. My
Yeah.
little Zoe.
Yeah. Blessings. Animals are such blessings, eh?
Yes. Yeah, I feel like she understands me, you know?
Yes.
Yeah.
And you know, when you're upset, they know it too, eh? A couple times
Yeah.
I was upset and my dog came right up to me, right up to my face. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Come in.
Mom?
Yeah.
Oh.
No. No,
Really?
she's not here.
No. It's every 4 weeks, right?
Huh?
1, 2, 3, 4. All right, I'm on. Don't be so prideful, Nathan.
Oh, I will.
If you are.
Now it's can't work things out.
I feel like banging my head against the wall.
Do
Sounds like an arsehole.
What?
Ooh,
This is good.
it's showing off now. Get slapping in there.
You all right?
Yeah, I'm just,
Ain't big enough.
my husband's in jerk mode.
No.
Mm.
I think he's just playing.
Hmm.
Oh,
This looks good.
Sorry, y'all. I feel like we're being boring.
I tried
Jen,
to
you want
tag
to
you
come
in
up?
that post. Did you not get a notification on Facebook, Kim?
About what?
Um,
'Cause I don't understand what they're saying. Bible search and study tools, Blue Letter Bible or something. What's
Yeah.
Blue Letter Bible?
Oh, it's a website online, and it's like Bible Gateway, but it's a little bit more advanced, like with different features. Blue Letter Bible. Who told you about that?
Somebody on that group.
Oh, yeah. It's supposed to be a good. I'm gonna look it up too right now. I've seen somebody on one of their streams, and they'd be reading from it.
Is she a Christian? Tina
Who?
Karowski. Tina Karowski.
Tina?
No, this girl, not our Tina. This Tina Karowski. I've been a 7-day Adventist since the mid-80s and always wondered about a few things, such as why does the Bible talk about the four corners of the earth? It's impossible on a globe. For one,
Listen, Natalie, people take things so literal. Like, we also have the four corners of our mind, too. Like, there's so many figures of speech. You know what I mean? It's winds. When it talks about the four corners, it's talking about northwest, northeast, southwest. And people just take it so wrong, you know? Anyhow, go ahead. Sorry.
for one, then why does the Bible always use the terms forever?
Because
If
it's just a term. What? I don't know.
why does the Bible always use the terms forever?
Okay,
If
I'll tell you why. Old English language. It's Old English. It means forever actually means if someone lives, they live forever until they die, or something goes on forever, but until it dies. Like, it seems like it's forever. It's just a figure of speech. That's all.
Yeah. If these days and other commands God has given us weren't forever, then why does the Bible say
Good
that?
night, Brian. Sorry. Good night, Brian. Sweet
If
dreams to
you
you.
were to go to blueletterbible.org
You have
and
to
look
read things in context too, though, right?
forever.
Okay, for instance, there's the word there, okay? There, they are, and their own. There's 3 different theirs. So yeah, if the word there was only spelled one way, and then you use it in 3 different ways, you would have to know the context of the word there. I guess that was hard to understand.
That means she says I've been a 7-day Adventist. So what is she now?
I don't know.
What's blueletterbible.org?
I told you it's a Bible Gateway.
Yeah.
When we look stuff up. Well, this is just another website it's a Bible search and study tools, and it's called Blue Letter Bible. To commemorate our Lord's Passion Week and Resurrection, here is just a sample of the many resources we have made available. Audio and video, the Gospel according to Luke, an amazing verse-by-verse video adaptation of all 24 chapters. You can look it up, www.blueletterbible.org.
Is it a good tool?
It says here, the Blue Letter Bible Project is oh no, that's a different one, I think. Hold on.
You'll have to go through with me to go through with this thing.
Got different things like commentaries, audio, video, search. You could search scripture, and it has today's promise and text commentaries and study. It tells you different ways, I guess, you can study. It's just it's pretty good, though, actually. I've seen people use it before.
Yes, it says if you were to go to blueletterbible.org and look up the term forever, then click on the tools next to each verse. It'll bring up the verse line by line with a Strong's number in the column next to it. Click on that for the word forever and it'll bring up the organization and the meaning of that word. In which case forever means everlasting, continually.
Everlasting means
Right.
like
My neck's killing me.
that happens to me too when I'm sitting.
It's been pulled for like 7, 8, 9, 10 weeks now, and it'll get a little better, and then it's just out again. I mean,
Are you
I've done everything.
ill?
Huh?
Ibuprofen?
Oh, everything.
Really?
Yes. And I have to sleep with a certain pillow it's just awful. I need to be worked on.
Yeah.
The next thing she says, now if you were to actually read the Apocrypha, whatever that is,
Yeah.
including the first book of Enoch, and compare it to the Bible yourself, you just might find that it does add up with canonical scripture, and there is nothing out of line with it. In fact, the Apocrypha was included in the 1611 King James Bible. It was removed in the mid-1800s during the dispensational movement, a false movement.
Like I'd have to read it all myself. It's just people's opinions on things. Like some people believe the Book of Enoch is part of the Bible, but I would like to see it myself. But see, I don't believe in the scripture that says. I know a lot of people believe that the angels had sex with females, but it's utterly impossible for angels to have sex or to even procreate. So when they interpret that, of course they want to hear, people want to hear that angels did that and made giants, or people are right into like stuff like that.
Yeah.
Cool things, you know?
And then she says, please do your homework before posting things you were taught by someone else, including a church, because they are their thoughts and beliefs. If they really all believe them, not your thoughts and real beliefs will come with stepping outside their box and looking into things with a prayerful heart, asking God to show you and keep you from dangerous stuff. Yeah, I always ask God that.
Yeah. Whoever
Then
that is, that's just their opinion. That's all
tell
that is.
me, I pray every day to God to give me the truth.
And they believe that the Book of Enoch was part of the Bible. See, everybody has their own opinions, right?
Thank you, Brandon. That's sweet.
Asking God to show you and keep you from the
Thank
dangerous
you.
stuff they tell you it is, even though it isn't. Once you do, you'll begin wondering why they would want to keep you from knowing things. You'll find out by exploring the Apocrypha. I don't know what that is. If it's so bad, then why did some SDAs even go to see the Dead Scrolls? Did they not know that the Dead Sea Scrolls are the Apocrypha?
Apocryphal. It's hold on. What you're reading is just people's opinions. You could make an opinion on anything. Here it is. Apocryphal definition. Of questionable authorship or authenticity. Erroneous, fictitious. So
Bloody hell, I can't. My mind can't acknowledge all these books.
yeah.
Man enough with bloody Bible.
Angels can't have sex because God created the angels to be around him, and they're all male. There's no female angels. They don't have parts where they don't have sperm. So I don't know why people think that. don't even say maybe angels have sex. Come on. They were made to worship God day after day after day and say, holy, holy, holy is the, they're not made to have sex. We're made to have sex.
Mm. Yeah, but what about that time when I had
Kim, if my mind explodes, I'm blaming you.
I don't know. I'm confused now. I'm
Mind
really
wants to believe it because that's the way the human mind works. People believe in aliens. People believe in ghosts. People believe in so much stuff. I don't believe it because that's not what the Bible says.
I don't believe in ghosts. I believe they're spirits, evil spirits,
Same thing. It's this ghost spirit.
fallen angels.
Fallen angels are Satan's, the ones that followed Satan. They used to be right beside God.
Mm.
They used to be right in the presence of the holy God.
Mm.
Love that song, honey.
And they never had sex up in heaven. There's no sex. When we go to heaven, we're not having sex. It's over.
Listen,
It's true.
we go to heaven. We're not,
You better have it all you can have here.
Well, I can't have sex anyway, even though I'm on Earth. Maybe God's closing me up for a reason.
I wasn't even really paying attention to what y'all talking about, but when you said that, I'm like, what are y'all talking about?
Yeah.
I mean, I was kind of listening, but I was a little bit like, what?
Yeah.
We're talking about Enoch, whether the book Enoch is real or not.
Oh, I've heard of it.
I know Enoch he's mentioned many, many times in the Bible. So
It's a shame I can't invite that person to this live stream. So I can hear about their thoughts.
I want to know. I want to know which group you're talking about.
I want that Tina thing to come on. So
No, but what group are you? What's the name of the group?
I told you, you're in it. The Book of Enoch
Oh,
study
that
group.
new group. Okay. Okay, hold on.
Her name's Tina Karowski.
Okay. I don't even have a whatchamacallit, a notice saying anything about being posted in there.
Well, I tried to tag your name in it.
I'm gonna look it up right now because I did join it. Book of Enoch.
Let me
Is
tell
it
you what post
is
is on.
Book of Enoch Secret Revelations?
I don't know. I think so.
Let's see.
It's on the post. Aaron King's asked a question. What everyone thinks of this book. It's in the comments are in that one. The 12th of April.
See, it's the Book of Enoch study group, and it's a private group.
You're in it though, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm on it right now. So
it was posted on the 2nd of April at 31 past 1, it says. And it's Aaron King posted it, and it's this guy with a baby in his arms.
okay. April 1st? No. What'd you say? Sorry.
April the 12th. Is that one not?
April the 12th?
Yeah.
Okay.
Brian, you want to come up?
I have to go way back.
It's got that book on it.
It's translated by R.H. Charles.
I wonder if I could share a link and get that person to come and join us.
Devils. It opens up. It obviously opens with the fallen angels. See, a lot of people aren't. If it wasn't put into the Holy Bible, more than likely, it's It's not, what do you call it? Inspired by God. It's not godly inspired, you know?
You said it was taken out of the Bible.
That's what people think.
Mm.
Anything could be added to the Bible. Anybody could add anything. But see, now that the Bible's been made, I think that what we have in the Bible is what God wanted us to have.
Mm.
I don't think there's anything like more that could. I can't find it here. Like, there's nothing more that we need to know. But I mean, it would be interesting to read. It would be, but I wouldn't get all hung up on it and think that, oh, look at that, you know. I wouldn't read it all anyway.
I've listened to it a bit, but it's like the Bible. It's really long. It's like trying to learn that as well as the Bible, a cripple or whatever.
Yeah, so like when you think about it, look at all the books of the Bible, right? How long is the Book of Enoch? How long is it? Like how many? I wonder.
What I don't get is like, what if somebody can't even read? How can they learn about God if they can't even read?
Sorry, I didn't hear you. Sorry.
What if somebody can't even read?
What do you mean?
Well, how do they seek God if they can't even read? They
Because it
get
comes
adult
hearing.
that can't even
Comes through hearing. Because there was a time when there was no Bible. They would
the
have to.
wrong thing. That's not their fault.
Natalie, listen, okay? Even in the days of Jesus, they went into the synagogue. One person would stand and they'd read through the books of Isaiah. They'd read through them. People would be listening because faith comes through hearing the word of God, right? But now we're blessed to have the word of God all together, all 66 books put into one book. So we're blessed, right?
I don't know what that sound is. Piercing.
I'm just confused. It's like what the Bible's confused, and then you've got like people saying this and that, this and that, and this and that.
If you the Bible isn't confusing.
Somebody, your saying is not that bad. Your audio. Nat.
Yeah, it just doesn't
Okay,
seem.
that's better.
It doesn't seem very fair. You know what I
What,
mean?
what does
Somebody can't. If somebody can't read or write, and then they can never. It's like they can never find the truth.
because faith comes through hearing. Wonder if you can't hear. Wonder if you're deaf. Does that mean that that's not fair? Like
It makes it more difficult to be saved.
what?
Does it make it more difficult to be saved and seek the truth?
No, because what if somebody reveals it to them? They have to. They have to believe. They have to have faith. God gives us all a measure of faith.
Yeah, but how did they know who was telling the truth?
My dad was born. Not he wasn't born blind, but he was 4, and he got a knife in his eye and whatever. By the time he was 6, he went totally blind. Does that mean because he can't see, he can't believe in the word of God?
Mm,
And yet he didn't even believe. I don't think.
mm.
Yeah, it's. You don't have to be confused about that. I had tapes one time. That was even before the internet. It was all on the whole Bible, and I used to listen to it instead of reading it a lot.
Yeah, I used to listen to an app called Daily Audio Bible with Brian Harden, reading it. I
Yeah,
listen to it, going to sleep, whatever,
yeah.
all the time.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm still looking for that post, April 3rd or 4th or whatever.
I'm gonna get away from this computer looking this up. Oh,
Excuse me,
yeah,
sorry.
I know. It's okay. You all right?
Yeah, I'm alright. I've got to drive through
Mm.
all the rum and the fags that I've consumed.
All the what?
Rum and fags that I've consumed in my life.
What facts? I can't get used to that.
What'd you say, Nat?
Who's Dodd?
Huh?
Who's Dodd?
I don't know.
Dodd.
DOD. Used to be 3,000 gods, not so many now. Giants were real. Yeah, giants were real. But they didn't last very long.
Hmm. That's weird. Now some random person's just come in.
Mm-hmm.
We've already had 2 or 3 random things like that. Yeah.
We don't know if we can trust the word of that.
Mm. Yeah, those people that went on your chat last night and you had to ban them or whatever. I looked her up.
Because
She's
I
on.
was talking about the Book of Enoch, and then somebody suddenly just comes in and starts talking about it.
Mm-hmm. It's okay. How many people are watching?
I believe in the Bible's true.
Hmm. I believe like God,
Hmm.
it's like divinely protected. Like if there was any more that he wanted us to see or whatever, I think everything that we have seen in the Bible is important for salvation.
I've got cold feet. You're really frozen tonight.
Robin's back.
You know what they say
Yeah.
about?
Yeah, I gave her the link.
Yeah, I'm about to say it's cold hands in it. That's got a warm heart.
It's
What they
what?
say.
Yeah. Cold
That,
hands, one more.
Oh yeah.
I've got
That's what
cold feet. I wonder what that means.
Means cold feet.
put some socks on.
Yeah, I can't find the post you're talking about.
I'm gonna put my feet under a blanket because my feet are cold. Oh, I want to try this Bible study tool thing. What can I type in it?
What?
Give me a verse, an example.
For what? What do you mean?
Because you could type a verse in, for example, Genesis 1 to 115.
What on what? On what site?
Blue Letter Bible.
On what?
This Blue Letter Bible thing.
Yeah, it's just a Yeah, you could type a verse in. Same with Bible Gateway.
Mm.
And then they have all the different versions.
I'm sorry, Billy.
Give me a version of that one where it says like everlasting fire or something.
Everlasting Fire?
What's
Yeah,
where it says forever?
yeah. How you can you take this is okay with Sodom and Gomorrah. Okay, I'm gonna look that up right now. Okay, Sodom and Gomorrah. Sodom and okay. Jude 7, 2 Peter 2:6 says here. It's funny, this is the Seventh
Jude
Adventist site. Matthew 25:41 speaks of everlasting fire for the wicked. Does it go out? Yes, according to the Bible, it does. We must let the Bible explain itself. Sodom and Gomorrah were destroyed with everlasting or eternal fire. Jude 7. And that fire turned these ancient cities into ashes as a warning to those who afterward would live ungodly. And that's in 2 Peter 2:6. These cities are not burning today. That's what I mean. The way the Bible's written, people think that that means eternal fire means that they're going to be in fire forever. But Sodom and Gomorrah is not burning right now. It says the fire went out after everything was burned up. Likewise, everlasting fire will go out after it has turned the wicked into ashes. Malachi 4:3. The effect of the fire is everlasting, but not the burning itself. God did not have.
Also, Matthew, I still didn't get the first one. You're going a bit fast. Matthew, what?
Sorry, Matt. What?
What was the first one? Matthew 5 something.
Oh, Matthew 5. Sorry, Matthew 25:41. Are you typing it in?
Yeah.
Okay.
What do I click now? Retrieve.
What? Matthew.
I don't know how to use this blue letter Bible thing. How do I use it?
Okay, hold on. Okay, verse, words, or topic. So you can put everlasting. Let's see if I put everlasting fire. Everlasting fire. Let's see what happens. Okay, so
Will you say what you're doing so I can see what you do?
when you type in a word into that top part, it'll bring up all the verses in the whole Bible that uses that word. Okay. Matthew 18:8, Matthew 25:41, Isaiah 33:14. This is an excellent study website to use because if you want to know the meanings, you have to take every single word in the whole Bible and you read every single verse on that topic. That's how you get a meaning. That's how you get the interpretation. The Bible interprets itself. And people just take one verse and they say, okay, that's what that means, but that's not how you study the Bible. But it says here, Matthew 25:41. Then shall he say also unto them on the left hand, depart from me, ye cursed, into everlasting fire, prepared for the devil and his angels. Okay, so it's using the word everlasting fire there. And then when you go to where Jude 7, okay, Jude 7. So it's using everlasting fire there, okay? Now, Jude 7. It says, even as Sodom and Gomorrah and the cities about them, I didn't even know there was other cities around Sodom and Gomorrah, in like manner, giving themselves over to fornication and going after strange flesh, are set forth as an example, suffering the vengeance of eternal fire. Right? But
Yeah.
they're not right now. If you go to Sodom and Gomorrah, what it means is that the fire, the effects of the fire was eternal, like it's completely ash. Nothing can even grow in Sodom and Gomorrah anymore. So it doesn't mean that there's people in eternal flames right now.
Mm. You're really smart. I'm not.
No. It has nothing to do with me being smart. It has to do with just learning. Like you have to know the right teachers, and you have to test the spirits. If you hear a preacher say something, you have to look it up on your own, or you know what I mean? Otherwise, we follow false teachers. You know?
Yeah.
Where did Misty go?
Oh, she must have fell out by accident.
Yeah, so what were we okay, we were talking about what were we talking about?
Everlasting.
Yeah, everlasting. So eternal fire, everlasting fire. Anytime it talks like that, forever, even the word forever. Like, you know how in the fairy tale stories, the princess and the prince, they went off into La La Land and lived happily forever after. They're meaning that they lived until they died. They were happy. That's what the word forever means. But see, it also means it's like more than one meaning, right? It can also mean something that goes on. But then again, nothing goes on forever. When you think about it, nothing goes on forever. God goes on forever, but
Yeah.
nothing on this earth goes on forever, right?
Everlasting means eternal, doesn't it?
What does?
Eternal.
What does?
Everlasting. Does it
Yes,
mean eternal?
right. Eternal life will be forever. But when it talks about eternal fire and the penalty that God is putting onto cities, eternal fire meaning that it means this.
I
When
suppose
you
in a way.
I want to finish what I was saying. Okay, when there's a forest fire, it cannot be quenched. Nothing put that forest fire out. And when the winds pick up, it spreads farther and farther, right? Well, they have to wait until that fire dies out on its own. And while it's dying out on its own, it's burning up acres and acres. So that's the way it's going to be at the end of time. Everything's going to be set on fire till there's nothing left to burn. Like if you light a match right now and you let it burn to the very end, it's completely gone. It's burned up.
Yeah.
No, it's not an idea of the word forever. The idea is that in the Bible, when they use terms, it doesn't necessarily mean exactly what we think it means.
Yeah.
Like you can go on loving somebody forever, but we don't live forever on this earth. You could say, well,
But
I'm not
I get
forever.
what you mean. You have. I suppose that's when fairy tales lie, isn't it?
Yes.
After.
They don't really lie. It's not really a lie, but all the fairy tales come from your area, like England.
What does ever mean? Like when you say, "Oh, and they lived happily ever after."
Yeah, that's what I mean. That like it's just a word they
What
use,
does that actually mean? And they lived happily ever after.
meaning that they lived happily ever after, and we don't hear anything more except for that they lived happily ever after. It's like the ending of a story, like an end of a movie. You know what I mean?
Mm.
But it doesn't mean that they're still living forever, like forever, because we don't live forever on this earth.
I used to love fairy tales when I was a teenager.
Hmm. I know you can tell.
I even read like the old fairy tales, like like Rose Red and Snow, and
You're right, Brandon. I could be in a hot car and it could feel like forever, but it's only been that's exactly it. You can use that word in so many different ways.
I used to get loads of them from charity shop, and I used to love fairy tales.
Yeah. Yeah. That's exactly. Yeah. It's funny how we don't have any more fairy tales that are being really written. Like, but you see how things come into being, like with tradition and stuff. Like now we have Elf on the Shelf. Now, in another 100 years, that'll be like, oh yeah, you have to have Elf on the Shelf because that's the way it was. You know what I mean?
Well, I could even buy myself like a silver mirror, and I got rid of that. I had to throw that mirror away though because I draw a pentagram on it. I tried to make myself a looking glass years ago. So
That's all fantasy.
yeah, I used to be like a fantasist.
Mm-hmm. And today, people are in a lot of fantasies today. Everybody's fanatical.
Mm.
What's that? Is that a sewing machine? What's that?
I could be in a hot car and it can feel like forever, but it's only 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's another way to use the word forever, right?
Yeah.
That doesn't mean forever.
I'll be back. Yeah, I'm gonna fix me a bite to eat. I hadn't eaten today. Oh, good. Somebody came and there we go. That way y'all can talk.
Okay.
Welcome back.
Are
I
you
was just
coming up
listening
with
to
Brandon?
Pete's. It was pretty good.
Is
I liked
Brandon
it a
coming up?
lot.
Does Brandon
Sorry
want
for
to before you
interrupting.
get Misty? Oh no, Misty's gone for something to eat.
I didn't hear you, Robin.
I just went to go watch. Well, I ate dinner and then I watched Meep's new song that he wrote. It was
Yeah.
really, really good. I really liked it a lot.
Yeah, he's a pretty good singer and plays really well.
Yeah, he's very talented. I
Yeah.
don't think he realizes how talented he is.
Yeah.
I think a lot of talented people are very like they don't realize it.
Yeah.
Like nah, no, I don't. It's just some things.
Yeah.
But it was good. I liked it quite a lot.
I mean, can I really be honest with you guys? When
Yeah.
I thought that thing was attracted to me, I used to find it quite romantic, like a fairy tale.
Yeah. You see where the mind can take you, right?
It's
That's what
like
we're supposed to.
because at school I was always considered made to feel like I was ugly or boring or not good at everything, and it was like the instant when I thought, oh, an angel was looking at me or whatever, I was like, wow, that made me feel really special.
And so you imagine the angel,
Mm,
right?
yeah.
Yeah. So that was in your own mind, and we can think things in our mind and actually feel physical um
Pain.
sensations. That's why we're not supposed to fill our minds with anything but the word of God, because um, that's what can happen to us. We can become deceived by our own feelings, by our own heart.
But I did feel physical pain as well. So it's like I did feel physical pain.
Yeah, I don't know what to say about that, but I guess you could. They say say some people do feel just what do they call that?
Empath?
like our minds are very strong, you know, and they can have an impact on how we think, how we feel, everything, physically, mentally, and yeah,
Where you at?
that's true. Our minds are very strong, and we can be led into so
Yeah, I
many.
think we only use like a s- 10, like not very much of our
Yeah,
brain.
yeah, yeah.
The rest is, I heard it on a thing, I don't know what, I think it was an ad or something, but the rest is free real estate.
That's like
Pretty much.
right. We in order to comprehend God, maybe, but we're gonna when we die, we're gonna have a new brain. Like you know what I mean? We're gonna be all brand new anyway. So like when He resurrects us, right? But they say, oh, that the rest of your brain is for when you go in the presence of God or whatever. But really, we have to be resurrected anyway. So
Mm.
yeah. But yeah, they say we only use 10%.
Yeah, 10%. I was gonna say 10% and I wasn't sure, so I didn't say it. I should
Yeah,
have.
that's
Oh, yeah, it does make sense, right? It says in Genesis 48:4, right?
mhm.
It says, "And I said unto me, Behold, I will make you fruitful and multiply you, and make you a
Do,
multitude of people, and will give you this land to your seed after you for an everlasting possession." I mean,
Mhm.
that can't be everlast forever because uh, I know that means the land's not forever because God's going to burn the earth up.
Right. And not only that, it also means if it's talking about the land, as long as as long as you live. But see, back then too, if you had land, it always carried on to your children, right?
Mm.
mhm.
It's the way they did things.
I don't know. I feel a bit rough at the minute. I've got bags under my eyes. And look,
Do you got Meep's link, Natalie? I don't know how to like I don't know how to put it in there, Brendan. What is
Mm,
it called? I just watched it.
mm.
you can get it.
Me. I'm trying to get him to get him in brain column.
But,
Me.
Break column.
yeah, because he's quite knowledgeable as well, isn't he? And he has
Yeah, he is.
information.
He is. He's very quiet and speaks very like, and you just sit there and you just listen to him. You know what I mean? And quiet.
I want
He's
to say, has he got the sibling? He has, hasn't
um.
I don't know. I had it. I was watching it earlier, but I don't know how to transfer it over to here, and I don't even know if Brandon would be able to get it in the private chat. So
he? He's come over to
Me.
Mystic.
I'll try. Here, let me try. I've never tried this. I'm so like when it comes to technology, I'm really like not very good at it. So I usually give up very easy. But I'll try. So let's try. Hold on.
What are y'all trying to do?
Yeah,
Care to make
we'll get him to come as well. Let's try.
His voice is very soothing, you know. Isn't
Mm.
it, Robin? Robin?
Yes, Meep reminds me a lot of somebody in when I was in the hospital. He used to play the guitar there. He was a
Yeah.
volunteer, and he used to play the guitar. And yeah, I would sit with him sometimes and talk with him.
Yeah.
And yeah, really
I was just
very
listening to that song, and his voice is beautiful, and his music. And he must, I don't know much about music, but I remember seeing, her name was Katie Tunzel or something. Have you heard of her?
Yeah.
no.
Oh, I got a new subscriber.
Okay.
Darcy Anderson.
Who?
If you can't get it, I'll try to get it. Just holler and let me know. Send me a bite to eat.
It's meeps.
Yeah, I'm looking.
I'm doing it now. I'm just looking for your link when you went live, Mister.
It's called Music and Cover Songs. Apostrophe S, Music and Cover Songs.
Yeah, I'll put it in the chat.
Yeah, it's a beautiful song. You can
Yeah,
really hear.
it's not working out for me.
Did
Sorry,
he get
but hopefully you can find his channel. I'm sure you'll find it.
Yeah.
I posted it in the chat.
Oh, oh, she's already got it. Natalie's like bing bong bang, boom, done.
what we're not trying to listen to?
He's got another one called Marshmallow Dreams. Another song there. 3 days
Commented
ago.
on his video, told him to come over if he's still awake.
What?
He posted that an hour ago, so he might still be awake.
Oh.
Please, God, let me come! Let me come!
Oh, that's what you said. Really?
Yeah,
Wow.
I said, come on over. We want you to come over and chat to us.
Yeah. Hold on one sec.
I feel like I'm running around everywhere looking for Jesus. Running around, running around,
I know where Jesus is.
looking for God. I'm looking for you, Father. I'm looking for you. I'm seeking you. It reminds me of that song, innit? Come out, moon. Come out, wishing star. Come
You see that
out,
picture? That's Shakara. That's my best friend.
come out, wherever you are. I'm out here in the dark, all alone and wide
She was
awake.
murdered.
Come and find me. I'm empty and I'm
When I think
cold.
about it, and I think about that fact that somebody murdered her, and then I was like, I was so angry at that person. Like when I first found out, like I was so angry, and I didn't see any. How do you love somebody that could kill somebody? You know,
That you love.
difficult to forgive somebody like that. But then again, how do you forgive somebody for accusing you of doing those things wrongly?
Oh, Jen, do you want to come up, Jen? Jen, come on up. Don't be down there. Come on,
I wonder
Grandma.
how people even this system are in our country, Kim. It's so messed up and twisted and backwards, and people that are in jail are shouldn't be in jail, and people that are not in jail are out. Sad state of affairs. I'm tortured by the truth, and it makes me sick every day. Maybe because I'm more
Yay.
Yay!
sensitive to things.
Oh,
Jennifer! Yippee! Jennifer!
yay.
I thought you could sleep then, Jen.
Oh, what?
You early when you went to bed.
Really young, when I
I
I'm
was
glad
know
you.
you lot are
that's when
magnetic. That's the thing.
that's when
I thought you said I was showing something then. I thought you were saying cover
No,
up.
no. I said, come up.
I just grab a coffee.
Yeah. Met me one way there.
When I was younger, I had a dream about her murder, and God revealed to me that the person who was in jail for her murder is not her murderer. And I've been tortured since I was young because of that dream. Because I knew that I've always known the truth, you know? And it really, really kind of like, that, you know, God's revealed things to me in a big way. I don't know how to deal with it. I don't know how to, you know, and that part of knowing, you know, that um how do you explain that to people? And would they even believe you? Probably not. But, you know, at that point, I really don't give a crap if they believe me or not. I know that God knows, and I know that, you know, at least hopefully, you know, I hope most of my friends and family know where I stand, and that's always where I stood.
Oh,
So, but that's the truth. Like it was given to me. Like I seen, it was like, it was weird. It was just weird. I just kept having this repetitive dream when I was younger, and he was it was so strange because when I was having the dream, my nephew was in the same jail as the person with the same person who murdered her. You know what I mean? So, and it was like, I wish I could explain it. It was almost like it was shown to me not just by like my dreams, but also by like just in visual, seeing it in front of me. And it happened to me when I was younger, and I always stood for the truth. And I said to the person who was, you know, I mean, like to my nephew, you know, you tell him to tell the truth. Go for the truth. Don't lie. Always tell the truth. And he did, but he lost. He lost the court case, and he went to jail for her murder. But I don't think he murdered her. I know he didn't murder her. Say that very, very strongly, and you know that's what I believe. I understand it's hard for some of the people that know me and around me. It's difficult, but that tortures me.
Yeah.
Can't explain it. Started when I was young, and it started really with like a proverb when I was really young.
oh, look at you, look. Look at the polite people on the panel that actually mute the mic when someone else is speaking. I notice me and Natalie never do that.
No, we're just blabber, man. We're just blabber.
This would be good for Natalie.
Sorry, guys, I had to get that out.
Oh,
No, that's like harsh
that's
to say,
you.
but I figure if I don't even say it now, then maybe nobody will ever know. You know
Yeah.
that I need people to know the truth for my truth, and that was like something that, you know, I mean, I think was really attacked on me. I think that not just like
Oh,
people that knew me, but also my family, because they didn't, you know, I don't know if they just couldn't believe. And I don't understand it, and I don't know if, maybe, I don't know, this is what I don't know, is that did God give me the, you know, God give me that dream. I know God gave me the dream, but did God use somebody to give me that dream? I don't know. Never knew.
Mhm.
But it's all there, you know. I got called, you know, I put it all down. I've told the detective and everything that I thought. But at the same time, it kind of like bothers me in my mind a lot. I get really tortured by it. It's hard when you're told a lie all the time and yet you know the truth.
I'm sorry about that, Robin.
Yeah.
Thank you, Monsieur. Thank you for letting me share that. I'm sorry I went so deep into that because I just
No,
I
it's
mean
good.
people mock me a lot about this, and it's like I've had an outburst about it and things like that because where my ex and things like that, things that have happened in the past, but I really it's something that God had it really worked to work there, and that's a time when I quit smoking, I quit drinking, I quit everything for like 6 years,
Yeah.
and I was doing really well. And, it was just, a really amazing work in my life that God did. And not only that, He used me, I guess in some sort of way to hopefully, hopefully share, you know, Christ with somebody. And that part of it was a little bit hard for me because I always was convinced that He murdered her up until that point when God started showing me, I believe whether people see it or not, I understand if people don't believe that, and I get that, and I completely understand. If you know, I know, like it must be hard for some people to accept that, but that's my truth, and I'm allowed to have that. Whether people believe me or it's not that I want. I just want people to know that that was what I mean, and it didn't just happen one time. It happened a few times. Like it was like a repetitive, like kind of like I was driving with her and I was going to her house, and it was like three people, and it was really weird. It was just like the same kind of like situation, but it was like I was disturbed in my spirit, and God was like laying it heavy on me to figure out, and like at that time my nephew, like I said, went to the jail, and he was in the same jail as him, and he ended up actually like picking on him and or like being
Oh.
nasty to him because he murdered my best friend, technically
Oh.
according to the law, but not really. You know what I mean? So it was from what I heard. I don't know if it was true or not, but I don't know. But that was
Wow.
when he was in there, I was like, well, I needed him to ask him. I said, yeah, I need you to ask him, did you murder her? Because I kept having this dream. I wouldn't leave me alone, and God put this situation in front of me. So I said, okay, well, because my nephew called me from jail or whatever, and he said no, he didn't. And then I asked my nephew, I said, do you believe him? And I said, like, I want to know if you believe him. And he said, yeah, I do. And then I said I would need confirmation, like I felt like I needed confirmation of that. And I said, well, if you end up in the same cell with him, then, but who would have known? They could have heard that and put him in the same cell. But he ended up in the same cell as him, from what I heard. This is all from what I heard from my nephew. You know, I'm not this. I didn't talk to him. Talked to him maybe I think one time on um I think it was MySpace one time. Long, long,
Mm.
long. It was like long time ago. But I still at that point believed that I didn't know what was like kind of like I didn't know then until I was that situation happened. And then when I seen that kind of situation, and God kind of just kept pushing me towards the truth, I made the decision. I said, I got to call the detective and tell him, listen, you know, I don't think that he murdered her. Really don't. And I
Oh,
made that choice then when I was younger, and then after that it was hard for me to have a relationship with her family because it was like, they were convinced of it and I was convinced of what I'm convinced of. And
yeah.
I'll never, I stand in my own truth that I believe, and I'm gonna try like stand by it. People are gonna mock me for it. They're gonna hate me for it. Whatever. But that did happen. I just don't understand it, and I don't know why. And I can't really. I don't know why. Every day I'm tortured. Like it's not even well. Like I think that 10 years. How does Canada allow this to happen?
I didn't hear everything you said.
Oh, sorry. Don't, I'm not gonna go like. Don't worry. It was way too craziness.
Yeah, I said some prayers for Robin.
Oh yeah.
Don't say them
Yeah.
for me. Say them for her. Like him, because he needs
Yeah.
the prayer. He
Mm.
needs the prayers. He's been in jail for a murder that he didn't commit.
Aw.
Oh,
So
wow.
you know, keep him in your prayers. I'm sure that he's out. I think he's out now. I'm praying my
Yeah.
heart knows, but I pray that God. I know God is using him in a big way. I
How
know
old
God
is he?
is using him. I'd rather not like give it to say anything that would because it's not my place.
Okay.
And also I really think that I really want him to be protected and safe because of the circumstances that happen. But
Mhm.
a lot of dangerous things happen. And people, they were dealing with a lot of craziness then when I
Mm.
was young. And yeah, I mean, like, there's a lot of crazy people out there that just, they killed her. Why would you not think that they would want to kill anybody else,
Mm.
more so?
Wow.
Oh,
But I hope maybe, somewhere out there that, I just want them, I want her family to know, and I want also him to know that, I know he knows that I know that he didn't do it. And that's important for me too,
Yeah.
very important for me.
wow.
I feel like God is using both of us in a very big way. I don't understand it, but I do definitely believe that God is using both of us in a very big way. How or where, I don't know how, or I don't know where, but I
Yeah.
just know that he is. He's just doing good things, and that, you know, even in all that bad, that something good can come out of it. Something good can come out of it, and um God will never leave you nor forsake you, even when you think that you're being left alone and by yourself. Sorry, I had to say that. Sorry to interrupt you guys.
Lay down, Zoe.
I'm looking at her picture and I'm just sitting here thinking of her and I miss her and
I
I'm like, oh, I
know.
just miss you so much and I wish she was here and just like
It's just unbelievable. Wow.
Lay down,
almost
Zoe.
23 she passed away.
Did you say 23 or 33?
Shh,
Yeah,
Zoe.
23, 23.
Yeah.
23 or 24, and I'm going to say 24. I
Oh,
want to say 24. My brain is like, but it was in the like, my brain is always like, I can't remember a lot of things. It was a crazy time, but that was a dream, like, that, and I wonder, like, about that a lot, that whole situation, because it's happened to me a few times. I've forgotten that it happened, and then it would happen again.
Oh yeah.
Like, and then I'd be shocked again, and it wouldn't be just like a shock. It would be almost like it'd be like I'd be witnessing the person that murdered my friend, and the rage of that is like, I can't explain to you the kind of rage that somebody has when you know somebody that you love is murdered, that you have towards that person. I'm learning to forgive, but it's difficult. It's difficult, when you're looking, you think at the person that has murdered your friend.
Wow.
I don't know if it's real or not, but I mean, like, it was to me.
Yeah, I think it were real. Everything happens for a reason, I think, yeah. From God. It's funny, isn't it? Like even those really bad things that you just can't get your head around. I've got things I'll never get my head around till I die. It haunts me.
Really?
But I can always see, yeah, a lot of things, yeah.
Hmm.
Mm.
Hmm. Zoe.
She's been snoring about 5 hours now.
No, she's actually up. She's just snorting.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
When she breathes, the poor thing.
Oh,
Once in a while, she snorts.
yeah, I think it's good pondering things sometimes. These bad things that happen. It's made me a better person. It's just so hard to explain, isn't it? Your own journey and things.
Mhm.
I think the hardest part about the whole thing was like, I'm trying not to say like or but it takes me a long time to think,
Yeah.
I want to be careful what I say, because I don't want to hurt anybody or make anybody. That's always been a very difficult thing for me, was how do I go about explaining this,
Yeah.
and if I even do explain it, it's very complicated, and the effects of it, really, like all of it, has been a lot on me, a lot.
Sorry, move over.
Yeah, I like the way Jen explained that about
Really? Oh,
how hard it is, to explain your journey to somebody. I mean, how's
and
people to
the
understand?
really deep thoughts, do they make sense to other people? Do you know what I mean? The really deep stuff, yeah.
Yeah.
Misty
The
would be
worst
able
part is
to explain it better, my journey, for me.
not wanting to hurt anybody, and always being careful of protecting, and being careful of protecting people. And that's where I think people have really misunderstood me, is that, in the long run, I feel like, in like, if, I don't know, if things are the way they are in my mind, then I felt like I wanted, like, to make sure that I don't know. It was very hard, because it was my, truth, but it got very conflicted because I was also getting dreams too. It's about my ex cheating on me and other things. Like it was really weird. It was very strange to me, and I take my dreams very seriously. Not all of them, because a lot of, I mean, like most
Yeah.
of the time I'll just listen to,
Oh, yeah.
I mean, something, and you can drown out your dreams almost. Try to drown my dreams out, and but it was really, really, because it kept with when I have repetitive dreams, that's when it starts to get like if they keep on coming, then I'm like, well, okay, these dreams they keep coming, like they're not stopping. And that was a very I felt like I was at war with my ex and the truth. If it's still to the day I feel like it. But I'll always stand on the truth, and I'll fight for the truth for forever.
Wow. Yeah, you're a warrior, you.
I think that's where a lot of people misunderstood me, and trying to figure that out myself is that I don't know, and I didn't even know how to figure it out quite because it happened a few times, and it was very strange. Um, it was on like the computer. I can like I would have like Bible, then music, and then the pictures, and it was very strange, and it was like over years. It was over years. Like the first time it after I had the dreams, the first time it happened, I seen it on, I was kind of like shown on the computer. And I completely forgot about it. Never thought about it again. I just, did what I thought God was telling me to do, and that was, tell the detective what I thought in my heart. I really don't believe that he murdered her, and I kind of prayed and I left it at that. I just, you know, never really kind of thought about it anymore. I always kept him in my prayers, but never really, you know, thought anything. But then after that raccoon video, it sounds so crazy, Jen. It's like crazy. I know it sounds nuts, but it's what happened. This raccoon, you know, it was like um, God came into my mind in a dream, and he was talking, and then God came and told me, no, that's not my voice. It was very strange. It's really
Yeah.
weird. It was almost like an imprint of somebody putting something in my brain. It was a
Wow.
dream that somebody I felt like gave me a dream. It was very strange. And that just made me go into somewhere I couldn't even find my, still can't kind of find my way out of it, like a brain. I became like I said, well, fine, you want to mess with my head? I know how to brainwash myself. You think I don't know how to brainwash I know I've been brainwashing myself since I was little, hiding from like reality. So it
Yeah.
became a challenge, which really messed me over in the end because when you ask for brainwashing, brainwashing is what you get. I'm so sorry to take over your stream, Kim. I mean, Misty, sorry.
Oh, you're not, honey. You're fine.
What
Sorry.
are you doing your crafts, Misty?
No, I
Oh.
finished eating. I fixed me a chicken salad sandwich grilled.
Yeah.
I got my teeth out now, so I hope y'all can understand me good.
Mr.
And
with a teeth.
you makes it's my top one. I got a full top denture.
It's
And
the
when I
top
take
one
it out,
that get you with the top ones,
yes, the
yeah.
top. I've got a partial on the bottom, but makes it sound like a lisp. I sound like I talk like an old person to me.
Hell yeah. Oh, right, yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, and I was just sitting here listening.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
I wonder what
I think
Natalie's doing.
she might be sleeping. I think it helps
Oh,
people.
yeah.
I'm just watching another stream while you guys are chatting away.
Oh, okay, now.
I'm just watching some other streams. I was just being snoopy while you guys
Yeah.
chatting.
Well,
Yeah.
I was just going to say, I think it's very helpful for people if you can sit with them for a little bit in their pain and their experience, and when they're able to open up and share, if you can sit there with them a while and just try to be in their shoes, it's sometimes more comforting than any words you could say,
Hmm.
Oh, yeah.
I
You
terrified
need
to
that
share a lot of stuff that has
outlet
happened.
to share. Yeah.
Me
Like it
mentally,
helped me.
because it
It
is
helped me
just
last
like
night.
scary sometimes around me. Not scary, strange.
Well, I was walking through Walmart today, and about 6, 7, 8 feet out in front of me, a pack of some kind of pack of bread just flew right off the shelf, landed right in front of me. Wasn't nobody there. Wasn't nobody there or anything, and I made my eyes real big and thought, well, now that was strange. Nobody saw it
Oh,
me. I
yeah.
don't get it.
Yeah, it's creepy.
It's on a totally different level than what you're talking about, Robin. Not to make light
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
of what you're saying, but
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I've been
Never really
telling
talked
people.
about the. Sorry,
Go on, all right. No, you're all right.
I always do that. I always.
That's all right.
No, you go on, Jen. It's fine.
No, I'm just gonna say a goofy Jen comment. I was just gonna say, like, I've been talking for past 15 years to people about all my problems, and I've thought, oh, am I boring? But some people are so willing to listen to you, and I've spent like 5 hours of time just getting everything off my chest, and it's made me such a strong person. Those kind people that listen to me, during my bad times. Now nothing affects me the same. So yeah, it is really good to talk. We'll give you 15 years. It might take you that long, to get through your stuff.
Yeah, it's a
I had
difficult thing.
a lot on my mind, and I met some really good people, and I just feel a better person now. Plus all you lot.
It's really, really hard for me to
Yeah,
trust
I was just
anybody.
watching a stream. Somebody who's fell out with somebody, so
What were it? Nah.
Rosie's fell out with Mr. Rainbow.
Yeah, she has. I was going to tell her off the other day because they were mocking her with her autism, and they do it all the time, fall out with her and then mocking her. And one time they were even telling her to kill herself. So the other night I was watching a stream and I felt like saying, well, you're falling out with Rosie again. You obviously hate her. Leave her alone now. Just leave her alone. They're not doing that poor girl any good. I wish you'd just leave her alone. Yeah, they go around in circles and they mess with Rosie's head.
Yeah.
They were saying, I'll tell you in Messenger later, the disgusting things they were saying about Rosie. It was horrendous. It will
Oh,
shock you. Really bad. She's not good, that lady.
mm,
I don't think she knows what she's doing. I don't know. It's just her character or something. But Rosie gets all the blunt of it. The brunt, sorry, yeah.
yeah.
Oh, anyway.
But they'll
Is it
probably make friends, you know, so you don't really want to get in between the arguments because
Yeah,
they
they'll
will.
make friends again. And then they'll be... Maybe they just kind of enjoy it. Some
I
people
mean, it's
fall
like
out
it
a
could be
lot.
like me and Tina. Me and Tina fall out.
You and Tina do fall out a lot,
not
yeah.
that bad though?
And make up so easily. Little things, aren't they?
Yeah.
Me and Tina fall out. Sometimes we're like, blah, blah,
She
blah, blah,
gets
blah.
angry with me sometimes now. She does get
Yeah,
angry with me, but yeah, she forgives me. When I'm
yeah,
nonsensical at times.
I'm
But
learning not to
yeah,
get
I
angry
love
as much.
Rosie. I feel protective
yeah,
But then
of her.
I don't get angry when I'm on here as much, but when I'm by myself, I get angry all the time.
yeah.
I have arguments with everybody all the time, but they don't even know I'm having arguments with them. So
When you get like that rage inside of you towards yourself.
I feel like it's better that I take it. Sometimes I'll take it out on the people closest to me, but they're not even there, so it's like I'm not even doing it. But then again, I feel like I'm doing it, so I'm convicted of it anyway.
Yeah.
I'll be convicted of it, and God will convict me of it, and I'll be like, well, I didn't really technically do it because it was by myself, right? If a tree falls in the forest, nobody hears it, type thing. But
Yeah.
God hears it. God hears
Oh
it, and
yeah.
He's
Oh yeah.
he's always convicting me. I love it. And not in a bad way, in a good way. I mean, like where you're saying to yourself, "Hey, that's not nice." You shouldn't have.
Oh
Shouldn't have
yeah.
said that. You shouldn't have been like that. I'm usually like that, and I won't apologize. I get really like I said, prideful. I'm trying to get rid of that pride, but it's difficult.
You get really what?
Prideful.
Prideful. Oh yeah. Yeah, me too. And then I just shoot myself in the foot all the time, hurt other people, and then feel a ton of guilt. That's the
Yeah.
cycle of my life.
Yeah, it's like beating yourself up.
Yeah.
You know, what seems to happen to me is everything I can come down on somebody else for or point out at them, I'm in some way or another doing it myself.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Yeah.
kind of
That happens.
coming to that, yeah, realization kind of keeps me a little bit more quiet and pointing out other people's flaws because I know that it's probably in myself and,
Or it'll
you know,
happen.
You're
or
awesome.
to what? What'd you say?
Like,
You're
or
awesome.
if we
Yeah.
see something, then we find ourselves doing or saying the same thing, like,
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I just did it to my daughter who's about to be 16 the other day. While I was kind of having this, and you might think, well, it's okay, it's your daughter, you're supposed to correct and stuff. Yeah, that's fine, but I felt myself correcting myself at the same time.
Yeah.
And I told her, oh, it was about, yeah, it was just about in the way that she talks to me sometimes. And then immediately I was thinking, well, Misty, maybe you should talk a little kinder to your mother. Or, answer her text, or, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Guys, I'll
So,
be on mute for a while. While I'm on mute, I'm putting the volume down because I'm going to jump up and say hello to Rosie
Yeah,
on my
go and
laptop.
support our Rosie.
All right.
Yeah.
So if I'm on mute, I can't hear you, okay?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know how I got off on that. Somebody said Robin, or somebody said something that made me think of it.
Hmm.
Oh, when she said about pridefulness.
Yeah.
Like when you see yourself as cleaner than another person.
Or something. Yeah. Little
Yeah.
thing. Yeah.
Yeah, or
Yeah,
better.
I used to think that way. I didn't before when I was younger, but then I became um like kind of like, okay, well, I'm not gonna dye my hair, I'm not gonna do this, I'm not gonna do that, I'm not gonna put no makeup on, I'm not gonna do this. I did all that. And it became like I don't do that and I'm better, you shouldn't do that or you're not, it became weird. And it was because I was listening to a lot of other people. I wasn't listening to the Bible. I was listening to other people. I wasn't listening to God. I was listening to other people tell me what
Oh.
their ideas are, and it became like a war inside my mind of like this, you know. That's not what God is. God is not like that. God loves you and he's gonna love you just the way you are, and however you want to. If you want to not do this or do that, or not like bad things, but if you dye your hair or you don't dye your hair, or it's not a big deal. I think in my mind, not all people's minds. Vanity, vanity. Yeah, yeah, yeah. No. But for me, if I were to go outside, I wouldn't. I couldn't go outside without makeup on. Like I wouldn't. I don't like it. I sometimes can, and then when I do that, I'm even more crazy than I already am, and that makes things much worse. Much, much worse. Especially
Yeah, I used
lately.
to be like that.
Yesterday was the worst. That was the worst experience of my life. I had the biggest vendetta against No Frills that anybody could have possibly ever had. I don't know what No Frills did to me, but I know it sounds nuts, but it was like real inside. Like it was so real for me. Can't explain it. Like it was just like, oh, it was like I had like so many things come back to me of just these things that and not maybe I did it in a not a good way. I don't know. Maybe I was praying a bad way. I don't know. But it became like I became angry. It was weird. My poor daughter. My poor daughter was like just like, just like what the heck is going
Yeah.
on?
Yeah.
You know,
My son can't work me out. I feel so sorry for him. I feel more sorry for him than me. Yeah, he's had a complex mother.
oh,
They're pretty good about it, but sometimes I think they can be a bit rough on me. I really do. Like I'm not as rough with that on them as they can be on me.
Oh
And they
yeah.
seem to remember a lot of the bad and never see the good, and they only talk about that, which kind of makes me upset because I'm like, you guys don't remember, a lot of the times that, I took care of all of you by myself and, did those things, but I do because you were little, I did those things when you were little and I was on my own. And I mean, like they see a lot of the negative, but I get it because they've been through a lot. I like my I can't even explain to you what I wouldn't wish it on my worst enemy, for what my children have gone through with their mom. Me. Me. Sorry. I don't want to talk about me. Anyway, But they're pretty good. You know, they I think they deal with it in a pretty good way, which is good. It's difficult dealing with somebody with a lot of emotions. It's really why I spend most of my time by myself.
I'm just getting back in bed, then I can hear you. Lovely then. Nice and settled. Lights off.
You remind me of a little beautiful bird, robin, with a couple of little broken wings.
I have some wings on my back. I got them tattooed on there.
Oh yeah, I think I've heard you say that.
Oh,
Yeah,
I think
because
Brandon's coming
I
up.
actually took the Bible out of context. As a teenager, I was such a cocky little teenager. Sorry, pardon my language. I didn't mean to say that, but I was like a little terror when I was younger. But I got The Truth Will Set You Free. 9/11 is an inside job. So,
Oh, okay, yeah, I get it.
yeah. And people really, really didn't like me for. I was like 19 when I got it done. I think it was about no, not 19. A little older than that, in my 20s somewhere. Can't remember, but I was young, and it was not popular back then. Back then, people thought you were crazy if you thought that.
Yeah.
I was like, what?
you've got bird wings. That's cool. I'd love to see them.
Paid for them. Not like. I think that like that whole thing was really like just I don't know. It was very difficult because I was into conspiracy back then, and they really like made it difficult to share that all the stuff that I wanted to share, and stopping you from sharing, and
Oh yeah.
taking away your they took away my Facebook. They made a new one, and then that one seemed to be okay. That one was all right, but the first one they took away, and there's a lot of stuff on there for sharing information. Just don't like that information getting out there. What did they say? The best books that you have read are the ones you have already read. Is that how it goes? Yeah, I think that's how it goes. The
Or
best books are the ones you have
you are
already
yet
read.
to read or something.
Already read. 1984.
Yeah.
The best books that you have read are the ones you have read. Basically, the information that you have is the information that you
Yeah.
should have.
Like
No
your
more
foundation.
information. Yeah, there's no more information. You don't get any more information
Yeah.
because they're not going to give it to you. They're just going to give you the books that they want to give you. You won't be able to, you know how they make it more difficult to search online and to find things like YouTube channel. I keep seeing it, especially with Christian channels. That's the worst part about the whole thing is that, like, things I used to search up and it would be like right there at the top. It's not there anymore. So, whoa. Oh, a little bird with broken wings. Yeah, and that. So a little bird. Little bird.
Oh,
Oh, you want to see the words?
yeah. Oh.
Hello, hello everyone.
God.
I figured I'd come up and
Robert.
wave.
Gift.
Hello.
Hello, darling.
Thank you, Jesus,
Hello.
for his undescribable
Oh.
gift.
Amen to that, Robin.
Yep. All little birds on Jaybird Street. Left you with Robin the
Hey.
Toot Toot
Rockin' Robin.
Oh.
How's
Rockin'
everyone doing this day? I figured I'd come up for a little while. Then hopefully I might study some Bible. That'll be good.
Yeah.
How you doing, Miss? I've been worried about you. How you doing? How you
Nope.
doing, Misty? Misty.
She disappeared,
Misty.
didn't
Misty.
she? Or because someone
She's
away up
eating
there?
food, I think,
Where'd she go? Oh,
Brandon.
she's eating her food, yeah.
Yeah, she's hungry.
Yes, I was getting me some orange juice.
All right. I love orange juice.
Orange
Yeah, I've been having to
juice.
drink a little glass of orange juice every single night before I go to bed. I'm craving it.
Yeah.
That's so good for you. Vitamin
Yes.
C. Yeah.
Yeah.
They give it you in
Sorry,
hospital.
your
Oh,
neck hurts.
My
Oh,
daughter,
thank you. Yeah, it's
my
hurting
daughter,
really bad. It'll be all right.
my daughter made a ham for dinner, and both me and my daughter are vegetarians. And so we were sitting there sniffing it. Well, the other ones were eating it, but we sniffed it. You know, sometimes you can sniff the meat and it smells like you're almost like you're tasting. Isn't
Yeah.
that weird? That's pretty
That
weird.
is
I
so funny.
sniff the meat. It would really smell good, and she did a really good job. I was really impressed. She's a very good cook. She's a very messy cook, but she's a very good cook.
mm.
Eat it, Robin. Eat it.
No pork. I want to eat meat. I don't even. I want to. I would love to try one day. Well, I did one day. I did eat vegan one day, but it was like it was difficult for me.
Yeah.
Oh,
It was
Yeah, my
very
son's
difficult.
vegan. Yeah.
Yeah, it is a but I think like there's yeah, I've been vegetarian for so long now. It's just like I don't want to. I just don't need it anymore.
right.
I still like it. I like looking at it. I like smelling it. I like watching people eat it. I have a yeah, exactly. Go chicken and sometimes I'm really tempted. And today I was like, because it was like an little Easter thing, Easter dinner thing, which is
I always
nice.
feel cruel eating meat. It puts me off.
Oh,
Yeah. I prefer
that's
vegetables anyway, you know. Yeah.
good.
Always go for the veggie option.
Yeah,
You do go off meat when you've not had it for a while as well. You're like, ooh.
Yeah, good point. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't get like that. I always end up, when you see something you really like, you start drooling.
Like a
Start
burger.
drooling for meat. I'm like,
Yeah.
yum. I like that. I like me some chicken.
Chicken, yeah. Yeah, that's the one I miss.
But you can find some artificial stuff that does taste like meat. It's alright. It's not
Oh.
too bad.
Yeah, vegetarian, well, vegan chicken Kievs they do here. They're good.
Yeah. My
Yeah,
daughter eats
tofu too. Tofu's
I
good.
never, if you cook it right, then it's good. But
Yeah.
most of the time, I really don't like tofu. Never really liked tofu. My daughter made it a few
Tofu.
times, but it has to be made a certain way for me to
If
Yeah.
it's too
really.
soggy, I don't like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta make it crispy, and you have to make sure you marinate it, and then use whatever sauce you like on it.
Mm.
Season it right, and then add it into rice or something. Crumble it, and then it'll taste better.
What is tofu, if y'all don't mind me asking? I'm just an old country girl, and I eat meat. I eat meat and taters and things that sticks to your ribs.
It's soybean.
Yeah.
It's soybean curd, and it's a processed type of food actually, but it's high in protein for vegetarians. Chinese people eat a lot of it, so
Huh.
I have to try it one day. Tofu.
you have to really know what you're doing with it, because otherwise
Yeah,
it's horrible.
it tastes like plastic.
Oh, awful.
No, I think I've had it bad. I don't know how to cook tofu, so I just don't do it anymore. I've
I found
tried.
some really good recipes online though how to do it, and it's turned out pretty good.
Yeah,
Yeah, but I'm not
Kim's
vegetarian.
recipes, I love them.
Yeah.
Yeah, my daughter's pretty good at it. I'm really impressed. I must say, it's like tonight was like it was very good.
What was it?
She made macaroni and cheese and mashed potatoes and a ham and peas
Wow.
and yeah, like an Easter dinner and some gravy. It was very good.
Wow.
It was really, really good. I was really impressed. I was like, wow, I'm like, wow, you came from me.
Yeah.
I'm
Where have
impressed.
you been all my life?
Yay.
Yeah. Bridget, are you there?
Yeah. Yeah.
Hi.
Hey,
How you
Kim.
doing? How you
Doing
doing?
good.
Good.
I'm telling you, Kim, maybe angels can't have sex. You know, maybe they're not male or female.
They're
Maybe
not.
they're like sex.
They're not. Says it, the angels weren't made to procreate. We were made to procreate. So
Yeah.
they're up in heaven praising God all the time, and down here fighting the other demons, right?
Hmm. I always wonder if we could be angels,
No,
or
we're
is there
not.
like a?
We're
No, I
created.
I
don't
don't
think
know.
we are. Maybe you, Brandon.
We're humans, though. We're not
Oh,
angels.
yeah.
We were made a little lower than the angels. It says in the Bible.
Ah, yeah. Yeah, that's why I'm gonna judge angels, right?
Was it
Yeah, we're going to judge the evil ones that fell. We're going to judge them, the ones that left with Satan out of heaven.
he was made a little lower? Was it he or we? I think it's he. He was made a little lower than the angels.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't imagine myself judging an angel. I don't even think I can judge myself rightly yet.
But we're going to learn everything in the millennium, and we're going to just learn he's going to explain everything, and then he's got to judge them before he puts them in the lake of fire, right? Has to be a judgment.
Whoops. Brandon fell off. Brandon just fell right out.
Yeah, he always does.
Yeah.
He's
Probably
Houdini.
You still awake, Jen?
Yeah. Just relaxing.
Goodness.
I'm doing some massage on my legs for the tension in my muscles.
Yeah. You're really good to yourself.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I mean, you treat yourself good. I don't feel like I take good enough care of myself.
Yeah. My mum was really like that. Really nurturing and, looking after the home.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I feel like I do that for others, but I don't feel like I.
Yeah, me too. I always miss out on doing things I should be doing for myself.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Just seems like there's always somebody else to take care of.
Yeah.
It's not a kid, it's a
I get fed
parent.
up of taking care of me all the time. I'm a burden to myself.
Brendan, you can come back if you want to. The link's right there.
Scotty. Star Wars.
Oh, that took me a minute. Beam me up. Yeah, I got it now.
I used to watch Star Wars all the time. I
So
usually
slow.
sometimes like repeat movies and things like that all the time, all the time, pretty much all the time. Yeah, I'm like knowledge of like information, and I don't know. Sometimes it's just all spews out of me. Sometimes I don't know where it's coming from. I'm just gonna find it in there, pops out.
Well, it kind of fits the moment at least.
Yeah, a lot of movies, certain movies.
Oh man, now they're saying they got the Pfizer vaccine for children.
You won't be able to go to school without it.
Too much.
I'm waiting for them to say that you won't be able to go to the grocery store without it, and then I might actually have like a complete meltdown.
Yeah.
I was like, I want to go and live in like some sort of like Amish community, maybe.
Well, you can order the groceries online.
Yeah. Yeah, actually, that would be safer for the rest of the world, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do when it boils down to all that, because I don't know.
It's all leading up to the same thing, and that's what I think, that people who are more awake than other people are a little bit more nervous than others, and you're just kind of like, wow, like, this is really happening.
Yeah, I know.
My ex keeps telling me I'm delusional, so I'm starting to think maybe he's right. But it's
No,
not.
now we're really in it.
It is. It's
a
happening.
conspiracy years ago, but now we're really in it.
Yeah,
Right?
Definitely.
it's
Yeah.
happening. And that part of that, I never got the flu shot, and I never wanted to get the flu shot, and I never will.
Me
And
neither.
I don't want this vaccine, and I'm not gonna get this vaccine, and I just don't want it. Don't want it in me. I'm sorry, I don't want it. Why is it okay for you to say that I don't have that choice?
I know.
And the hard part for me is that, because my mental stability is like not well. It's like, like people can sometimes take advantage of that.
Yeah.
Not people, but like the hospital and be like, well,
Yeah.
you're not stable to say whether you're gonna get it or not. We're just gonna give it to you.
Yeah. Too much, eh? Oh man.
You have to go to the hospital, or like, I'm terrified to go. I'm like, no, I don't want to go. Are you crazy? I want to stay away from you guys with 10-foot pole. I mean,
Yep.
I mean, like 1,000-foot pole.
Yeah.
But I just don't want to go anywhere near it, and sit there with a mask on my face all day. You want to take away my oxygen, and then you want to put me in a confined space, and then what? So that I'm gonna lose it? Even worse.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I'd rather it be where, like at least you could, a little bit more relaxed, and things were a little bit more better, calmer, it wasn't locked down, things like that.
Mm-hmm.
All this stuff. Just a bit much. And I wonder, are they really as busy as they say are? But I don't know. Or is it just all just like a big, you know?
I think what they're reporting is normal viruses. That's what I think. Before we started
Yeah.
reporting
Yeah.
them, we didn't know we didn't know how many people were getting sick before, but now they're reporting it all. So everyone's freaked out over that. But people die every day, right?
Hmm. Well, how
There's
many
always
people are dying of the
communicable
flu?
diseases, right?
The flu, and you never hear of the flu anymore.
No.
So
And you know what they did? They they're saying every freaking symptom is COVID. Like you can have cramps in your
of
legs.
course,
And they'll say it's COVID. You
yeah,
know what I mean?
yeah. So they're
What's
making
that
it.
possible symptoms?
Yeah, it's all a
The government
joke.
should be afraid of the people. The people should not be afraid of the government.
No.
And we're afraid of the. I mean, we're afraid. I mean, like not all people are, but there's a lot of people that are,
Yeah.
and now are like really to the point where it's just like they're just, yeah. But
Mm,
in the end, they lose. God is laughing, and it's finished.
yeah.
I've never once felt any fear of catching that COVID. I don't understand why, but I just haven't believed it all from the start. I'm just weird.
Neither did I. Neither did
No,
I.
no, I've no fear whatsoever. Yeah.
I
The
believe
thing
there's
I couldn't. What made me freak out is the whole world was following the same protocol over something that was in China, and doing the exact same thing, the freaking thing up the nose. As soon as I seen that, I said, that's just Chinese torture. Like, they don't have to do that to get a virus check.
I think I think it was real. I think it was man made, and I think Obama and Wu Wang, China, wherever that is, there's a place there where they created it, and I
Hmm.
believe it somehow got out with
Yeah.
bat or a snake. I'm not sure which one it was. I think it was a bat.
Yeah.
And I do believe it's real, but I
Yeah.
think it's way over dramatized, and they're
Yes.
using it way like just as an excuse to put fear on people and traumatize you even more,
Yeah,
so that
because
they can control you
yeah,
into
because
buying their toilet paper.
they're trying to do the reset now, right? The reset of the economy. So it's a perfect opportunity. It's called Agenda 2021, and it's been in the planning for quite a few years. 2021. Yeah, pretty freaky.
It is when you think about it. Like you're like, I was when I was young. I was like, yeah, I always believed that we were living in the end times ever since I was young. You know, a
Yep.
young Christian, and I never really knew God when I was younger because
Mhm.
I wasn't really taught. But when I became a Christian, I always believed we're living in the end times. We're living in the end. But I never really believed it. You know. You're like, you're young, you're a Christian, you're like, yeah, I believe it's the end times. But you
Mhm.
know, now, you're like so like there, and you're like, wow, like Lord, you're so real, you're so awesome, you're so coming back.
Yeah.
Can't wait.
I just don't like the control that they're having over us. I don't like being controlled at all.
Sad.
Yeah,
I
it makes your
snake.
head crazy, and that part is not good for people,
Yeah.
especially people who are more on edge than others. Because I know like in my heart it's like I don't normally like this all the time, but it's just like it's just too much. It's just too much. I can't. And just one out. One out. One out in my gypsy van somewhere.
Hmm.
Oh.
But you can't even do that. Like a truck or something, and get out of the just get out. What do you call it? Like one of those moving homes. RV
Camper.
RV truck.
Yeah, I can
Get out of
imagine
here.
Robin
But you
doing
can't
that.
do that because you need a passport. You need a passport. A vaccine passport.
Yeah. It's pathetic. Pathetic.
Yeah, it's all sad. It's like everybody hates each other now, so worried if they're going to catch the virus. It's made people greedy and selfish,
Yeah.
scared. It's
Angry.
just all.
I was really angry the other day when I had to go to the store and line up out in the cold. Boy, was I mad. Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
Just right off.
unbelievable.
Got to learn to be patient though and calm.
Is your granddaughter still there, Kim?
Yeah. She's I think she's
Oh,
getting ready to go to bed now.
oh yeah.
Oh, here she
Did
comes.
you know we added a little bit of dips? We did carrots just now. We put in a little bit of water and we put dip carrots.
Carrot dip? What do
No,
you mean?
just dip.
So you got carrots with dip.
Yep, and we got a little bit of water. And we got a water bowl close to it so then if I used to be like said he could take a whole thing of water.
What? Where are you eating it?
Oh, it's
For your
just at
snack?
the table.
You're having a snack.
No, that's why I put all the Easter Bunny thing.
The what?
Easter Bunny, you know?
Easter bunny. Oh,
Are you deaf?
I get it now. Sorry. For Santa and carrots for the reindeer. She just put carrots out for the Easter bunny.
Oh
Cookies.
yeah, very inventive. I like it.
Yeah, I didn't even know what she was talking about.
I keep forgetting little kids around.
So
If you
sweet.
know what I'm saying.
Huh?
I was forgetting there's little kids around.
Yeah. There she's singing
Yeah, I can hear it background.
again.
So how old is she?
She's 5.
She's 5.
Yeah.
Wow, I thought she'd have to be about 8 or 9. She's so clever.
Oh,
5. I'm
yeah.
imagining me at 5.
Yeah. She still talks a little baby talk though. I guess they do
Oh
it.
yeah.
Yeah. It's cute though. Oh my gosh. We were driving to my place. You know, on the electrical wires, how the birds all sit all on the electrical wires? She just
Oh
goes,
yeah.
look at the baby birds on the cords. She called them cords, in which
Yeah.
they are cords, right? Just cute. Then she calls icicles ice sticks. Like she finds the right definition, right?
Wow, she's so
So cute.
clever though.
Huh?
Listening to her. She's
Yeah.
so knowledgeable.
Oh
Wow.
my goodness. Yeah. She's very like she'll stand in front of like she goes to her friend's house and her friend has a brother and he had about 3 friends over and they're all sitting on the couch. She's standing in front of them and she's talking to them. I was just looking at her and talking back and she's very she takes control of the room, you know, or whoever
Yeah,
she's
she
with.
does.
Yeah.
She sings like a lot older girl as well. How she pronounces all the words and
Yeah.
all the melodies she puts on and harmonies. Wow.
Yeah. She started like watching hockey and when they sing the national anthem. It's so funny though because she's so tiny. She's very tiny for her age and
Mhm.
she just the way she's singing like this old man singing and the way his voice sounds like for an old man and she'll put the same like tone in. She's so funny.
Oh, Kim.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Oh, I think that's the cutest thing I've ever heard.
yeah. She's
That
adorable.
is cute.
Yeah,
So
she's
have you
funny.
just the
We're going
granddaughter then?
we're going by a a large graveyard once too, and we're in the car, and she goes, "Oh, look at the little city." She thought they were like buildings, tombstones.
Look at the little city.
I know, eh?
Yeah.
Oh, they say
Oh
the
my
Hi,
funniest.
Nat. I
It's like,
thought I heard Nat then.
We drove past the church. My daughter was like, "Look, mommy, it's Jesus!"
aw,
Look how cute these are.
oh, that's cute.
They're for Easter. I'm gonna get for
The
my
big statue.
and
They're
look, a
laughing.
dress I like.
What
Easter.
dress?
Like it's a pretty dress.
So you're getting dressed for Easter?
Gotta head out. I'll let you go.
Ready?
God bless you all. It was really
Okay,
nice talking
God
to you all.
Robin.
bless you as well, Robin.
God
God bless
bless. God bless you,
Aw.
Misty.
Robin. Bye, honey.
you. Okay.
Yeah, ready? Okay. All my things ready.
She's getting everything ready for Easter.
Wow, yeah.
She's so funny.
That was so funny, A Little City. I ain't never heard of that before.
No, you know how they got the tombstone? Some of them are really tall and
Yeah.
yeah,
Oh, I could see it once you said that. I could see how she would think that.
yeah.
Well, I'm getting ready to go to bed, y'all. I had a shower and I'm about to go to bed, but I'll leave it running and y'all stay long as you want to.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, good night.
Okay, good night. Love you guys.
Love you.
Yeah. Love you, Misty.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Look at this.
Yeah.
Yes, this is a gift from the wear tomorrow.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah, I got it.
Okay.
Found it.
You all excited?
Yeah, because I love Easter.
You love Easter? Do you know what Easter's even?
Yay.
You don't, eh? I should explain it to you someday, soon. Okay,
Yeah,
go to bed.
when she's a bit older.
Okay, give me a kiss.
Yeah.
Good night. Give me a kiss.
I don't like it.
Okay. I know.
Ow!
Oh.
Stupid toe.
She always hurts herself. No, Zoe. Go lay down. She's a little klutz.
Yeah, I'm still like that.
So, is Natalie over on that Lady Rosie's?
Yeah, do you have her channel?
No.
Yeah, I'll have to send it to you, yeah. I know, because in my mind I'm thinking, what's going on over there?
Yeah. Natalie's probably teaching them something.
Yeah, that's good, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's been gone quite a while, so she does need a lot of guidance, that girl. So it's good if people can go and give her, because she does take on a lot of negative things. She doesn't even realise are detrimental to her with her
Oh,
autism.
Natalie?
No, Rosie.
Oh, yeah. Rosie's very sensitive, eh?
Yeah.
She's
She's
young.
lovely. I can't think how old she is now. So it's such a shame the trolls though that bully her. They
Yeah.
kind of judge her as somebody that hasn't got autism. They judge her on that and
Oh,
to say awful things about her, yeah.
not good.
The other day, right, so what I was going to tell Natalie earlier, that group that were bullying her were saying to kind of like gain support on the panel for other people to go and bully her. They were saying that she eats her own period, basically.
What?
I don't believe that for 1 minute. That's the level they stoop to. Yep,
Talk
things
about
like that.
evil, eh?
They really enjoy people thinking, oh, she's disgusting. She's a despicable human being. They really are horrible, that group. Yeah. Not
Is that,
Rosie's group, but the people she thinks are her friends in a way. Yeah.
yeah, she's got to get into some better friends,
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
It'll be
sad
good when Nat will fill us in when she gets back.
yeah.
Yeah, they were saying nobody's ever told her what that is. I mean, at 19 years old, somebody's told her what that is. It winds me up. I have to sit there listening to it all. But in a way, I think, it's none of my business. I shouldn't say anything. I want to.
Yeah.
No, I guess I don't want the trolls coming over to me.
Yeah,
If you get too involved, yeah.
exactly. That's what they do, eh?
Yeah. Yeah, she'll fill us in when she gets back.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just going to chill out today and rest. I had the busiest week for probably
Yeah.
about 3 years this week because I've been feeling really confident again.
Yeah, I
And
seen
that
the video of
happiness
the
inside.
goat. The goats.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I like those places.
Felt some excitement for life again. It's been weird.
Yeah.
Not used to it. Yay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I still get upset now and again, but it's not the permanent 24/7 upset that was burdening me for a couple of years. I
Right.
mean, yesterday I thought, right, I'm fed up. I mean, I haven't had a drink for 2 years, honestly. I thought, right, because I've bought some Prosecco for me for my birthday with my friend. And I thought, right, I'm going to drink that whole bottle and I'm going to walk out in the street until I drop because I get so fed up, stuck in the house. I can't walk far on my own. And sometimes I just feel like doing something mad because I just get so fed up in the routine of keeping my health under control
Yeah.
and being on my own, you know. But I was thinking about you today when I was feeling sad. You know, I thought you can do this on your own and you're happy on your own. Look how happy you're feeling, you
Yeah.
know, not feel weighed down by being single. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel I used to always feel I had to be with a man for years, all my life almost. But now it's been I don't know, 5 years, whatever. And I feel better now.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't feel like I need to be with anybody. Yeah. I'm just watching
Yeah,
this
my
video.
problems in
Hmm.
yeah, go on.
Oh, this
Seems
video.
like
Go ahead.
I'm just trying to I'll have to get out of bed to plug the phone in.
Oh,
No, it's like when I'm with somebody, it's like my problems intensify because I don't know,
oh
when there's
yeah.
someone there that cares, I seem to feel more balanced on my own, I've noticed.
Yeah.
Things seem to bother me more. Everything bothers me more when I'm in a relationship. Yeah.
Yeah. You know
So,
why? Because they put pressure on the woman.
Hey up, I'm back.
Hi.
Ma,
Oh,
yay.
there's this ever so sweet girl that came on there. So cute.
Oh,
Rosie's
yeah.
friend. She's on there now. She looks so cute. She
Oh.
talks so cute too.
Hmm.
Oh, oh, and I met this guy who was a Christian on there, and he
I
explained.
know what
I
you mean. Yeah. I know what you mean.
don't know his
Yeah.
name. What's his name?
It's a funny channel name. It's in it, like 3 words. I
Can
can't
you find it
remember.
for me? That guy who came on the panel. Why was you listening, Jen?
No, I've seen him on I see him regularly on
I want
Rosie's
him to
channel.
come on my stream so he can explain talking
I
in
keep
tongues.
telling him, I keep giving him the link and dropping it in Rosie's stream to get him to come over to us.
Yeah. Is Misty gone bed?
Yeah,
Yeah.
she looks absolutely worn out. Poor love.
Are you in Rosie's stream now? Looking at it,
No, 'cause I'm
Jen.
on my phone.
Oh, okay.
Last
Oh,
night,
that
Misty
guy
was
would be
saying that
brilliant though, because
she's her own period blood.
it was saying something really good about tongues or something like that. That you need
Oh,
an
yeah.
you
Yeah, I
need
like
an
that guy.
interpreter.
Yeah,
Get him over.
you definitely do. Tongues aren't what they do in the Pentecostal church, eh?
He was telling me all these interesting things about Elvis as well. How he made out a gospel record and everything.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow.
He had all this knowledge, and it was like,
How
wow,
old?
40 something. I can't remember exactly. You'll have to look. You got Rosie Wren's channel, ain't you?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
Where's he from?
I don't know.
Is he from like your area?
Uh,
I don't
I
think
think
so,
so.
He
no.
doesn't have an accent?
American.
Oh, American, yeah. I don't think I have her channel, or maybe I do.
Rosie Wren. Then you can watch the video. That guy was explaining something really, really well. Because
Yeah.
Rosie.
Yeah, he
I think
goes to
really
Rosie's every day.
before using tongues and all that, we should really know about it or whatever. Or
I
we
know.
shouldn't.
I know.
We shouldn't
Because
really. I
there's
mean,
this.
Elvis said, "Wise men say only fools rush in."
Yep. I already know about it, so that's why I'm
Oh,
not.
right.
I already know about it.
I
Oh,
mean,
yeah.
that could be a reason. That could be a message. That song, "Wise men say only fools rush in."
That's right. We should always think and be slow to do things. Think it over before we do things. Yeah.
Mm.
Just like we fall in love and rush into marriage fast. We know deep down, like, oh, there's a red flag here, red flag there, but oh, I love him so much. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
We always
Yeah,
rush
that's me.
in.
Yeah.
Or
Did
like,
Robin go to bed?
huh?
Did Robin go to bed?
Yeah, she left. Yeah.
Yeah.
She was really in good spirits, though.
Yay. Yay. I got some Robin love tonight.
Yeah.
I love it when we connect. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed that.
Yeah.
Somebody called us losers or something in the chat, and I said we're not losers because we believe in Christ and God, so that
Yeah,
makes
she's
us
a funny
winners
chat.
because Jesus is a winner. That's what I said, and she goes yes, and good conquers evil or something like that. It
That always
becomes
comes from people that
evil.
think they're losers, though.
She did really well.
Oh,
Rosie did.
yeah.
She even did a little bit of praising God herself in a stream, and it went lovely. And
Oh.
she got that guy came up, Christian guy,
Yay.
and this sweet little cute girl went up. She must have been about Rosie's age, but she looked really young. She looked like cute, like because she had a cute little teeny voice and like
Mm.
you know even like
Yeah.
yeah. Mm. Mm. Mm.
Just the three of us.
Yeah. That's a nice
I don't know if you've looked.
song.
Shame you can't play any videos, can you?
Shall we ring on? Shall we talk on Messenger? Because I need to talk to you in private. You
Sure.
Yeah.
Jen?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll just put the notification on. But it just does too now. Look, you're the host. You have to say the goodbyes.
Okay. See you there.
I don't think there's anyone left in there. Yeah, see you over there. See everybody. Love you, Misty.
Good night, everybody. I'm going to end the stream because everybody left. I hope everybody will have a good night's sleep. Love you guys.